Hello and welcome back to Wands and Wizards. I'm your Dungeon Master, or Headmaster for the session, August Schmid. With me is our wonderful Hogwarts students as well. Wave hello, everyone.
The others are gone with the plague.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, all our Gryffindor kids just died over the weekend. No.
We got one.
We got one.
The one that should have been. No, I'm
Oh,
I learned a new spell. Avada Kedavra.
Oh,
guys, let me test this out.
And she poisoned everyone else. He only killed one of them.
But
Yeah.
to fill you in,
Yeah.
last time we met, really fun stuff. We had a intense match between Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw, where much cheating occurred, really, between a lot of the audience and the Hufflepuffs, honestly. But through it all, the twins were able to pull out a win for their house. Therefore, helping advance Ravenclaw currently in the lead for Quidditch Cup, and giving, of course, those points to their House Cup, putting Ravenclaw by de facto in the lead. But of course, everyone will have chances to play and get those points. As well as this, some intensive shenanery going around with stealing of books, putting them back, planting of books to try to get people in trouble. But most importantly, when through a very clever plan through Mara, Brigitte, and Leah to plant the book back in James's bag, quick thinking.
That was all that.
Oh, okay, well, just you two. But through quick thinking and clever use of clout on Graham's part,
Yeah, it's just the Graham saved your
using
butt.
his father to get him with Slughorn and distracting Slughorn so he wouldn't get in trouble. Which, of course, is how we're playing it, as unfortunately, Graham has been more or less invited by default to the Slug Club party this night because he has to be there. Slughorn really wants him there. But we are not actually going to the Slug Club party, nor are we beginning where we left off in the Forbidden Forest. We're cutting back a few weeks ago.
Oh, because we forgot what you are.
And we need to figure out what's going on with you.
I don't even know what I am.
Look
I'm
at
so
my picture. Into a
confused.
fish and fell off his broom and died.
Mm-hmm.
Cody,
Did you say fish?
Yes.
Yep.
Cody,
Sweet karma.
we are sitting there on the Quidditch pitch. You, in fact, sitting there, you have just grabbed the snitch. You just figured out your broom. And again, as this practice is drawn into that, you hear behind you. And as you turn, see the lightning hit the ground. And you know what this means.
I just turn to the guys and goes, "It's time."
Your fellow roommate, it's all again on brooms. The baby's coming.
I'm sorry.
But all of them immediately get it. Tate
Did your potion water
zooms to Rosie, just Rose Weasley, and just. Sorry, my bladder is killing me. I think I have to go to Madame Pomfrey. They'll take me right now. Zooming like towards the ground. I'll say, acting as Graham just in this moment. He also is helping this. Like, oh no, we gotta go. Shoot, good practice. As you all race back.
I
Gryffindor.
take off. I go straight for the dorm.
Yes.
Through the window.
You zoom off on your broom. As window left unlocked, perhaps for this scenario.
No, I mean, we leave it open for my bird.
Oh yeah, right. Like there's enough reason. Zooming through, as Rose, more interested in who's going to the hospital, not noticing you quickly leave practice, and we are in the Gryffindor boys' common room.
All of us are there, right?
Yeah, well, for the first part, the first one to arrive is Cody,
Yeah.
because he went directly on broom in the quick, what's about to happen?
Okay, so I run up and, I go and I just zoom into the room and I fly up to where I hid the thing and I, pull off whatever was covering it. And I go and I reach in and as I pull out the potion, it is blood red. And just hold it, fly down, grab my satchel, put it in there in a very secure place.
You see Theodore, your bird, is looking at you, not blinking.
Come on.
Giant gold eagle comes, tries to perch on your shoulder, doesn't really get it, instead just kind of like awkwardly flaps behind you.
Okay. Okay, the guys know this place. We're going. And then I'll just take off. Well, it'd probably be suspicious if I flew out of our room and then all the way down to Hagrid's.
You would it would be stealth checks involved, yeah, because like you're probably.
I'll just book it down the stairs, out, probably run into them on the way.
You run it. It would be in the Great Hall. By the time you get down to like the entrance hallway, James, Grim, Tate are booking inside because it's like, oh shoot, and you all skid into each other in the hallway.
Let's go.
As you all run down, as you pass, you see. Let me make a check. Cool. You are in the hallway. As you are running down, you see that Professor Tupp, the magical protections professor, is carrying like a big bag of things with like. As you're running out, he kind of like takes up like, even though he's not a giant guy, like he's taking up a lot of room with like all these bags he's holding with like different like weaponry. Just like, oh, I'm sorry, boys, very sorry. Could you? I'm sorry. Your names, forgive me. Could you help carry these rather quickly? I need some help getting these up to my classroom.
I'm sorry. We're running an errand for Hagrid, and we gotta go. I'm really sorry.
Go ahead, give me this. We'll call it a group deception because the other, like, even though they'd be helping each of you, we're gonna see if a majority deception or who might get left behind. Okay. What'd you get?
It's a 4 minus 1.
14.
14.
You wanna roll for Grim?
I rolled for Graham and Tate. Let me. You see, go. Oh yes, hey. Well, Mr. Black, Mr. McGregor, here. You run this errand, please, Cody, Tate, if you wouldn't mind, just grabbing these bags. He unloads a bag into your hand and one into Tate. Tate like buckles a little, as these things are pretty damn heavy.
Yes, Cody's going to Azkaban.
And Tate looks at you and just
right?
like.
Mm-hmm.
Professor, no, come along! As he's already walking across.
Okay. So are we like going upstairs or anything like that?
He's taking you back into the moving staircases, to take you, I don't think, no, yeah, you would have no frame of reference as classroom. He's taking you upstairs somewhere. You don't know how far away it could be.
Could I position myself where I end up getting on a moving staircase and getting separated? I just like leave the bag where they are, and then the staircase moves me, and I run back down.
Let's call it an investigation check to try to like plan that out, right? Like it's
cleverness check.
It's like pure cleverness, but yeah, it's like you're trying to do this, to find the right stair. 21.
Nice.
As you get in,
I just pretend trip up the stairs, let go of the bag. And
as
then the staircase moves.
A staircase comes in front of you, blocking off as they immediately move. As you start moving through, Tate is not dumb, so he's gonna be like, "Oh, I've got that for you."
Sorry.
Tate is a real NPC. Full trying to like pick up another one of these like.
Can we like Guardian Leviosa them, like in all seriousness?
And also, but it's not.
Sorry, stupid
Professor Tupp
who are panicking.
Professor Tupp
at a
is.
time of crisis.
Oh, no, if you want to catch up later, you see, I got it. As he's like underneath. Wait.
I owe you. Sorry. And I
just book it. All right. Tate goes off with Professor Tupp to finish that errand.
Okay.
And you start
You guys
booking
use
it out
these
back into the hall.
Oh, I love that.
I'll say, like, James, like, you guys probably didn't get far out of the Great Hall because it's that, like, what do we do? Like, and so you two meet up immediately.
Yeah, and we're just booking out to the place behind Hagrid's.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. As you are making your way
Making your way downtown.
walking fast.
Making my way
People reference that song so much. One of these days I should actually listen to it and see what it's about.
Make a movie.
As you run, wind whips through the night air. Again, electrical storms, as we've all felt, it just raises your hair in the weirdest of ways. As lightning crashes, rain is starting to pelt down. You guys are getting well and soaked, right? The rain literally starting to seep deep into your clothing as you feel the cold bite. You run all the way to Hagrid's. The rain well unmasking your presence. Again, outside of the castle, you're not going to run into people you don't want. As you make it behind the castle, behind Hagrid's hut, on the edge of the woods,
I just need to pull the thing.
Yeah. Graham takes a stand. He's going to hang back kind of like in that like between like the clearing edge where you're at to then the rest of the castle. Just in that like lookout.
Okay.
Just in that like, hey, because they don't, I mean, you guys don't technically know what's about to happen, but it's that like what you've spoken of is, okay, I guess we're getting ready. So what do you do?
Okay. Kind of walk out into the clearing. Like, I assume there's like a little bit of a meadow there in the trees and stuff. And I take out the vial. I go, I'm going to hand my wand to James.
Oh no!
You take both of them.
It's the one to Graham.
I hand my wand to James and I go, I need this back.
Will you give it back?
Actually, no, I don't.
I
Not
would
yet.
give it
Sorry,
back,
I need
yeah.
it for.
I love how he's like, wait, do I want to give it to James?
Well, yeah, it's like I was about to say, I'm like, I thought there was something else, but okay, interesting.
Yeah, sorry.
You're good.
Sorry.
You're
No.
good.
Anyways, do that in a little bit. Okay, rewind. I walk into the clearing. I put the tip of the wand to my heart. Where is my wand? There it is. Anyways, I go Animato, Animino, Animato, Animagus. And then I just down the potion. And
The potion hits your throat. This thing was ice cold in your hand, but yet touching your throat, burning hot, bloody irony, and yet like pine and sweet, all coursing hot down your throat. You almost choke a little bit, just out of pure gut reaction.
yeah, there's an intense pain that goes through just my core, and then when I've been doing the charm every morning, every night, there's been a double heartbeat as part of the thing. But something starts to be a little weird, and then there's more than just two. And I just look at James and go, "There's something wrong." Yeah.
Gross. You watch as Cody's hand elongates, shrinks, his nose drops, comes in, as
Frog.
Cody is gone.
Oh.
As you look around the clearing, you
Wait,
look.
Had you given me your wand at this point?
No, you
Oh, no,
see
'cause
though,
that would be right after
as you
we
look
wouldn't have
down
time.
on the ground, a next to the wand is a small, and I think this is a small little rodent-like creature.
Like, have I seen a similar creature before?
Let me make sure. I believe.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Here, let me kind
Yeah.
of text you real quick on what I was thinking for the first one.
Yeah. This
First one.
What? I'm sorry?
this is
Here, 1 second.
pourquoi?
What?
I think it's the.
I wanted to do this.
Yeah. Okay, just making sure.
Sure.
What? No.
Is he a niffler?
Are you a ferret?
This
It would be too funny if he was the ferret.
it looks like a cross between almost like very small, like badgerish ears, and yet like slinky kind of body, as this thing is just wiggling around on the ground.
Okay, I'll pick it up and put it in my...
Well, it's just squeaky chitters come out.
Here, I'll pull up a picture of what you see.
cool because I.
If anyone's scared, I have a picture ready
Yeah.
too. Yeah. Oh,
What animal is it called? Just for.
it's a marten. thing.
Oh,
Okay, that's like a real animal.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
know what that is,
I
babe.
don't
know what
Yeah,
this is.
but
A pine marten.
I can honestly say
It's
I
like
don't
if-
think James you've ever like heard of what these are called or
It's
seen
like
one
if
before.
a
So it's,
river otter and a badger had a baby
um,
that can climb trees.
as you're holding, so like let me
Is
keep
this
this
the
straight.
animal
So
you
have you
wanted?
picked up the wand and
Yeah.
this animal?
Yeah.
Cool. As you're
I
holding,
immediately bite his thumb.
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage, if you'd be so kind.
What?
Okay. Saving throw.
Mhm.
Where are my saving
He
throws?
didn't do terribly, and that kind of disappoints me.
That's an 18.
18.
See?
You are looking around, Cody. The world is gigantic. There is a flood of smells and sound and touch, and you feel something. It's not like bad, but something has picked you up by the nape, and you're coming face to face now with James.
I'll just say, we've got to get you back to the castle now. People will be suspecting us.
Can I try to shake out of his
You're
thumb?
just this thing is. Go ahead, give me a post strength. Yours will be a disadvantage though now, being a Martin.
What'd you get?
19.
I got a 5.
Yeah, you well got this thing. It's just all right. Graham comes back. Just right now. Let's go. What have you got in your hands? just.
Wait, so
I
is Cody
think I would
disappointed?
reply with like something like, I don't even know.
You don't. I don't know.
I've named him
Starts biting
Fluffy.
his thumb.
I've named him Fluffy.
Can I bite his thumb?
You bite his thumb. Yeah. It does like 1 point of damage.
Drop
Like.
me?
As you bite the thumb, let me
Rabies.
give me another Constitution at disadvantage. Nice.
That was 4.
Constitute. Oh, that's another 16.
16.
I got a +5 to that save, dude.
You got it. Okay, so you rolled an 11 and still got a 16.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise, I should have made it a harder DC.
Yeah.
I mean, 15 is the DC, but yeah, make it. You bite hard into James's hand. You well and easily drop Cody.
Yeah.
I immediately scamper off and climb up the nearest tree.
You make it like to the branch. It's only like 7 or 8 feet off the ground. It's not terribly high. You're just looking down though, as both James and Greg, you guys are staring up at this strange creature where James was once full on Cody.
Yeah. Should have thought this through and brought my cage for my snake.
Right? Is this permanent,
Martin versus
or do we have to like poke him?
Let's certainly hope not.
What are you doing, man?
Just chilling in the tree.
You're just
Start sniffing around. Is there like a squirrel nearby?
Can
Is there anything?
investigation check.
That is a 14.
You look up and see a fat old squirrel sitting a couple branches above you.
Immediately go for it.
As chittering down, like this intense chase starts occurring across the like canopy top above you. As these are just jumping. Graham at one point, do we stop him, or do we let him bite?
Where's the wand?
Wand. I'll say it's like on the ground in front of you both.
I'll pick up the wand, and I'll just say again, we need to go. It's the middle of a storm. They're going to suspect we're up to no good if we're out here. And then I'll just wave my wand just to see if it'll do anything.
Oh, Fluffy goes.
Your
Fireball.
wand or his wand?
66
My wand.
damage.
Your wand. Go ahead and make just a raw magical theory. Go ahead and make me. We'll do a Buzz Athletics as you chase the squirrel. Oh no.
It's a 10.
Well, that beats a natural 3.
15.
So. Oh jeez. Okay.
Do I get experience points for that?
No. You run up and full grab the squirrel. As you, like, just in this, like, haha, like, I kidnapped my prey.
I'm holding it as it's like twitching. And I'm just looking at you guys.
wave your wand, and the squirrel becomes a complete and full pigeon and flitters away.
The squirrel became a pigeon?
Yes. As you have bit the squirrel holding it,
Glad I'm listening.
go ahead and give me one last con at
disadvantage?
disadvantage.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
It's a 15.
You're
I got a
joking!
natural 20.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all three of them. I can't do it. But
Yeah, he's annoying.
here's what happens, Cody. As you're up in the tree, you look down. Everything is going great. But as would happen, you see your tiny little furry paws. As this now pigeon is just flying away. Alright. And something hits you. And you just realize, wait, what's next? This little chirping just squeal comes out of the treetop.
Climb down the tree, and I'll go right up to James and grab him, just like kind of yip at him.
Right? Does he need to pee?
I'll grab him just like my snake, like
Yeah.
by the neck, so that
And
he can't
scruff.
bite me.
Yeah, again, yeah.
Except he has claws and he can scratch you now.
Yeah.
Well, but it's like hard to like wrap around when something's
Yeah.
grabbing your neck.
So I'll
And
just
that's
grab
a honey
him.
badger.
Oh, that's
The
true.
skin on them can actually
Honey
go
badgers
all
are
the way around.
full
So
like
they're
That's
able,
insane.
they get attacked from behind. They can literally just turn around and attack what's attacking them.
Up above.
As you weird cry, okay, weird shout out. You grab as Graham like helps maybe like both you with the cloak run in through the storm again. Rain is getting much harder now. The wind is really picking up. You are shivery. Like again, when you were a person with your clothing and like warm, and you were fine. Now you are literally just one animal with a light layer of fur, and it's not feeling great outside. I gotta make a check now. As you run inside, you are greeted with the visage of the emerald green robe standing in the entranceway. Before you even approach, as you see wand out, casting different spells, Professor McGonagall is starting to weather up for the night as you guys approach.
Oops.
She's not doing like this isn't in any way like
I'm just like,
about you guys, but this is like a hey, you know, casting the spells to batten down windows, right? Like kind of locking up, so to speak.
so you're holding me, right?
Yeah.
I just climb up under your robe and I'm holding onto your back.
That's comfy.
You right?
I'll just keep running. I'll go, good night, Professor, and then just keep running in.
Good night, Stevens. Prepare for bed. As she didn't suspect anything. Pretty low inside. As you are sitting there, weird feeling again. Like you're in between those layer of James's cloak, so it's this weird. Like okay, this is now very like
It's
weirdly
definitely
confining.
leaving holes.
Like yeah, like little claw marks everywhere. As you guys make it up to the Gryffindor common room. Okay. Tate comes out of the porthole as in before you even need to give the password to the fat lady. The portrait swings open and you see Tate. He is covered in grease and Marge just what I've been putting oil. What's going on? What? What's...
We need to
I
go
just
inside.
poked my head out of
Ah!
We
What's
need
that?
to go inside.
Poked my head back in.
He's dead.
You hear the fat lady from the what's going on as you dead. What did he... And you guys run up to your common room dressing rooms. As you enter
nod your
into
head like a
your
Disney animal.
private rooms, you well and truly evading everything, even though terrible luck with McGonagall being the one, but she didn't suspect because she was getting ready. You guys are all in your common room. As you unload, you are now completely and totally in your common room shaking off the wetness, and look up, and you see Theodore.
Oh shoot!
Delicious.
Whoa!
You smell like master, but you smell delicious.
But you smell delicious.
Eat him.
Okay.
Eat him.
Theodore?
Are you a gift?
No.
Ah!
I am Cody. You know the thing that Cody's brother does every once in a while? Turning into a little black bear?
Black bears,
It's
hard for
unfair,
eating.
you got
Good
Martin.
hunters. Are you prey?
No.
Ah. Give me a
Are
persuasion
you
check.
prey?
Animal handling.
Yo, yeah, it's animal handling. Theodore is a full eagle. You don't have to persuade a bird. Yet.
Mr. Bear.
That's a 22.
22. Ah!
I specialized in some
so
very
much.
specific things.
Ah.
Thank you for giving the American bald eagle a British accent.
Ah! Yeah.
Wait, no, that he was golden.
You are in fact
It's a gold eagle.
master.
American golden eagle.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
master. Cody. Not delicious prey.
Just the American way.
You did the British
British
way.
way.
You guys see Theodore is just like at this little man on the ground and just squeaking, going back and forth. You see Tate.
Right. Well,
They like communicating. Do you think?
right.
Oh,
Do you think they can speak parcel
what? Can I speak
So
the
I-
language of?
They-
Oh, what? No, but
I
they're
pull
not
out
saying.
silly and just like lay him down on the ground.
I just heard him go, hey.
You see
I forgot his name.
this small
Silly.
thing, smaller than you. Silly is not anybody. Just what's up?
Okay, this is cool. How are you doing?
It's pretty good.
Do you like James? He's treating you alright?
You see, Silly has like looked at you. It's alright. It's pretty nice.
Your snake doesn't even like you.
He does not like him.
You don't like him either.
You both are just ambivalent towards each other, like, meh.
Yeah, he's there. We coexist.
Yeah.
This is cool. I just turned to James and go, hey James, you might wanna oh, never mind.
The tiny squeaky
Okay,
tiny.
can I
poke him with the wand.
can
Nothing
I take,
happens.
Can I take his wand and just run off with it?
You he was poking you with your wand.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you can like kind of like
I just
grab
bite
your
the
wand. back.
wand,
Yeah.
and then I'm just gonna scamper up the side and go up to the rafters.
Ah, young master. Are you ready to perch and hunt?
There was a pigeon that got away.
Like, oh?
The squirrel that turned into a pigeon.
The squirrel pigeon now. Wherever this monstrosity exists in the
Please
world.
tell me it's like the transfiguration didn't go all the way, now it's stuck in a cursed life.
Oh,
Guys,
sure. It's full
rat
Clyde
with
with a
trees.
chance of meatballs rat bird. Where it's just a rat with
No,
like
I was
weird-
thinking
Oh,
of
yeah,
things
you-
that we just lost with the
reoccurrences of
this.
I made a pigeon rat. Yeah, like it's basically that because it's not like it. You did not perform true transfiguration
Yeah.
yet. It was just more of like, oh crap, now it's got wings. Basically, though.
Okay.
Help me.
So I think for a little bit, get distracted a couple times, thinking about like chasing squirrels or something like that.
Yes, the hunt. Glorious and noble. Master, we hunt together. But you do not have wings. Therefore, you must hunt on the ground, like those who
I
are
can flush
lesser
them.
than us.
I can flush them out.
Right?
Ah, yes, truly good tactics, master.
Yes. Anyways, no. I jumped from the rafters onto my bed.
Poor Gryffindor, but you guys are just listening to weird jittering and hissing about a bunch of animals.
How's Tate doing?
Tate is more just like
What-
sitting
what-
there in his head, just kind of just like.
You see
What
what's at
animals
least
does Tate have?
Tate? Oh, Tate doesn't have a pet. He didn't come to Hogwarts with one.
Oh, we need
You're
to change
a
that.
Oh,
So-
can't change that.
You know other PCs with pets.
Anyways,
More
I'm
referring
gonna
to
get
a
onto my
monkey.
bed,
Mm.
and
I
I'm
wanna know
gonna
what your
try
monkey
to
sounds
change
like.
back.
Ooh.
This is another.
I
Here's
need
what's gonna
to.
happen. Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
I'm gonna say you.
But I have to
canonically
make
in
a.
the story, like you just disappeared for like.
Well,
weeks.
there's some stuff that we've already discussed that's gonna try to
Okay.
happen. So go ahead, try turn back.
Okay, let me pull the thingy back up.
Like seriously, weeks.
Like weeks.
Was it
And
weeks?
I'm
I thought it
angry
was
at
just
your
1
friends.
week.
Oh, it
No,
was
it was
like
weeks.
weeks.
It's
Because
like you
you
didn't
had-
police your buds. They did stuff.
You said disadvantage?
I did.
You screwed them.
It's a 21.
What?
Oh, a disadvantage?
I rolled a 19 and then a 16.
Wow, dude, can you stop?
Cool.
Can
Well,
I
it
have that
helps.
guy? I think
This
I
isn't the same
Yeah,
DC
can
yet.
Megan.
Okay.
Pity her.
Unlike the stuff before, which was for something completely different.
Okay.
This is to change back is a bit of a harder DC. As you watch, as bubbling the sorry, this sounds so bad.
You rolled really well when you were playing
The
Cleopatra.
mammoth, as it bubbles and like it's the martin. It sounds gross, but like as if the marmot, as if Cody had like inhaled helium, starts to slowly balloon and just
Oh.
until the balloon becomes unrounded, flops into fat, and a full English badger is sitting on Cody's bed.
What?
Master, you have now become something even more tastier, but something that would be quite a fight.
Okay,
really do
I
like
can't
this
see
movie.
myself, and so I don't know what's... Is there a mirror in the room?
I will say this. It's enough where it's like, you see the level hasn't changed. And you can look down like, oh, okay, claws, my fur looks a little different. Yeah, there's like enough mirrors, like a side mirror. You can like clamber over onto the big night dresser, propping yourself up full English badger.
Okay, you just see this badger, like, plump down. Just...
If anyone's ever seen a badger cry, it's not that you're actually crying, but it's that very like weird like just shuddering motions of this poor badger just like stressed out. As Tate has
Okay, I
now
wonder
sat up.
What like ran past me when I went to their like which
Right?
animal up
What
are
is
you
it?
at that point?
Tate has now like hand on his cheek, just like she's not the little weaselly thing.
That's a step in the right direction, right?
I
Yeah,
assume
you're
I'm
so
bigger.
bigger. Yeah, you're actually bigger now. It's
Almost
you're no
like
longer as small.
like a lapdog kind of thing.
Yeah, think like
Some badgers can
terrier,
get pretty
like
big.
That's
yeah,
true.
like maybe terrier if not bigger. Just again width because of that bulk. But again, full badger just kind of plumped on a desk.
Is
Okay.
this like
Well, let's.
a thing that canonically can happen? You can be like,
Well, okay, like literally, I'm on the Wizarding World website right now, and like it's like there are many things to be wary of. And it's like the process of becoming when the process of becoming an animagus goes wrong, it often goes seriously wrong,
oh no.
and then like some other stuff. But yeah.
Very serious things are going wrong. Go ahead. Let's have some fun here. Go ahead and give me another Constitution saving throw
I'm like, I think this
disadvantage.
is why it is.
Should be fun.
That's a 10.
He finally.
I rolled a 12, and I was hoping.
As you look
I've been
up,
rolling well.
I know.
you smell something really good, Cody.
Nice.
Coming out of the big old box underneath that weird wooden tree bed. And you all watch as eyes kind of glassing out of like almost humanic into like this very animalistic, just more like wider people. As like onto the floor, shuffle, 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 shuffle. As this badger shuffles over and starts gnawing and like scratching at your trunk, James.
I'll kick it away. They'll look at it like, Like
Yeah,
a
it's not like
shove,
no. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm sorry.
Like a shove.
We have all gently kicked pets before. Like you put your foot under them and you're just like
kind of
no.
like tied
Yeah.
to
It's like it's almost like lifting them with your foot, where you're like, do not get in there. Like
Exactly. Yeah. I'm not intending harm. I just don't really
you're
want to
just
put my
like,
hands
don't
in
get
there.
in there.
I don't want to
That's
put my
Cody.
hand near
No
it.
badges were harmed in the filming of this session.
You feel the
No real
Real
bad.
or
big
Magic.
angry animal has suddenly hit you, and this thing looks terrifyingly angry.
I
Big.
just turned to it and just, Rah!
This badger starts hissing at you. Tate just, all right, he's hissing. He's hissing at us. He is just hissing. Do we hiss back? Theodore, you hear Theodore. Hunt. As
Theodore.
you are, you're getting a little too animalistic, and thus begins a very interesting process for
I have a
Cody.
question for you.
Yes.
Are there any snacks in the common room? Like any crackers, cookies?
Oh, make me an investigation check. Yeah, just to like maybe head out of the room,
He's
just to
like, I'll be back.
yeah, right, grab something.
Here, Cody, remember he went through
Nope. Investigation, you said?
Yes.
It's called a biscuit.
Oh,
Cody's just like, that's a fetching cracker.
If I can't
Yeah.
find anything, my plan is at the next meal I'm going to grab like an extra biscuit or extra biscuit and peanut butter or something like that, just to
Grab a
bring
tube of
back.
peanut butter. A tub of peanut butter.
I was gonna say a tube of peanut butter. What do the birds do with
Oh.
peanut butter?
Peanut butter
This is
comes
really
in
funny.
tubes.
Cody,
No, but Canadians
You
sell
guys
them in,
spend-
8 packs.
well, almost the entire night, like
Oh, peanut butter.
rambling around in badger form around your room. Like you gain coherence most of the time, but every so often it's that hunt for it. As you kind of
Can I
slip a
try
little.
turning back into a pine marten?
Yes, we'll call it the next morning. Go ahead and try.
What am I rolling?
Constitution saving throw.
Okay, that's 11.
This other episode is finding it's miscaptioned, but
With disadvantage?
that's
No, between animals, it's kind of normal.
Okay.
why.
Nothing happened. So the next morning, you guys are sitting here, pulled an all-nighter. And this,
This episode saying it was actually
this Saturday, it's now Sunday, right? You're sitting there staring as, like, I'll say, like, you found Cody's, like, bird pellets that he'll feed to Theodore, right? There's, like, you let Theodore hunt, but it's like, hey, if Theodore is hungry and hasn't hunted, like, you're, like, letting this badger sitting there, like, in a sense, nibbling on, like, a food pellet. As you guys watch, and thus begins a fun process over too long, unfortunately, of
It's like weeks.
taking care of
Yeah,
Cody.
It's a couple weeks.
But that makes sense if it's because this is what's going wrong.
As time goes on, eventually you do find the way back to the marmot.
The marten.
Martin?
Martin.
Marten.
Very different creature.
It's a
Very
marmoset.
different.
Martin.
They're both part of the Mucilade.
As you can get back to the martin,
Okay.
you can get back to the badger.
Okay.
As you start going through, and you start getting a little bit easier conscious. I'm not gonna make you roll because it's like this is natural time, but it's very hard to get back out of human form because something is just not popping out. A day comes where the other boys are filling you in, just like, don't worry, we're saying you've got spatagroid. Like Tate's just like, listen. So apparently spatagroid for guys like really sucks, and so we're telling everyone you've got it, but that's why you're not in the hospital because it's personal.
Yeah,
And
Leah's been convinced
you're
that you've
just
got some weird
really,
guy thing going
really
on.
not okay. But don't worry, they just swapped us Quidditch match, and we'll play. Hopefully,
Wait,
what's if
can I
you
make
not
a
okay?
rumor check?
You can.
Oh,
Can you make a what?
Rumor check.
Go ahead and make a rumor check for me. This is your charisma. It's a charisma based check. Oh, you get advantage because you're a socialite.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh yes.
Spatagroid treatment is taking a liver
22.
of a
no.
toad,
So,
binding it tight with a victim's
what do you
throat,
kinda wanna
and
have
spreading him
happen?
naked by the full moon.
Well, I want to let people know why he's sick.
Wait, what?
I want to let people know what's wrong.
within
Spatagroid, the
a
treatment.
matter of days, everyone is heavily convinced that Cody the first year, which is what? Oh, poor Maxwell, the Hufflepuff getting lost, and now Cody the Gryffindor down with Spattergroit. Oh man! And unfortunately, with the 22, James, you've successfully there's a good portion of the school that thinks it is something like kind of disgusting. Like,
You
a
know
good
what
portion
we're all
of
thinking
the
when they keep saying it's a guy
uninformed
thing.
children of the school who have not yet had proper education go, oh, Spattergroy.
Yeah,
As
it's
Cody-
definitely only within our entire class of first years.
I bite.
I offered my
James.
help.
Oh, yeah.
The leg.
Easily. This goes on, and a day comes, Cody, where you have seen your friends, like, hey, like, Graham just, alright, don't worry, I'll bring you some bacon for breakfast after the match, of course, because it's Hufflepuff versus Ravenclaw. It'll be fine. And take and even give that. It's like, yeah, just have fun. We'll be alright. As they leave, head down. I'll say it's gotten easier to get into a Martin to like get up on the ledge, and you can kind of see the pitch, but it's hard to distinguish again with Marmot eyes. Like the colors kind of get a little weird, and
So they're gonna be doing the game, right?
they're at the game.
Can I turn to Theodore?
Yes, master.
Okay. You know the guys, right?
Yes, the other underlings that work with you.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait.
Are they not your underlings? Part
Okay,
of
yeah.
the nest that flock together to hunt and serve.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
amazing. I love Theodore.
Okay. I need you to pick me up and take me to them when they're out playing the game.
I shall pick you up, master. I shall fly you. As he comes
Oh
over,
God, Quidditch was already so crazy. You're gonna make me crazier.
I just want him to bombardier me into like Tate's lap.
He's playing. Oh
No,
he's
no,
not.
he was
He's not
cheating
right.
from the sidelines.
He was.
Wait.
He was cheating the best.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're sick.
As-
and
I
you're
take that
playing.
card.
Well, yeah, you said it was Hufflepuff and
Yeah.
Ravenclaw,
here's
right?
what's about to happen, though. I need
Stealth?
yeah, it's Constitution with disadvantage.
Oh no.
Okay, those are big old talents he's got.
Yeah.
That's a 13.
As
You
you,
can pick me up gently. Okay, whatever, go for it.
Theodore is not a gentle creature. Golden Eagles, while can be trained to be like very dexterous, like on a dime, big old
They
talons.
still
There's a
wear
reason
very
you
thick
wear,
leather.
yeah.
That is true.
As you feel like, it's like I'll even say like.
And they're heavy.
You could have, like, whether Martin or a Honey Badger, it's that, like, okay, maybe Honey Badger for Patty, still feeling, you feel, again, primal, blood pumping, instinctive, very animalistic. As you feel everything, and you see, big door, light is open, person in door, attack! You feel yourself get big and lunge at whatever has just tried to attack you, and boom! Hits this thing, falls to the ground, and just, you hear, Master, yes, attack, Master, kill, Master, kill, attack! As you run around, you hear noises and everything, dark, safe, dark, upstairs, dark, safe, as you boom, run up there.
What is he?
James, you come back after the match very bitter, having gotten detention for your cheating.
Yeah.
Wait, is this after I...
And as
Yep.
you
Oh,
see,
okay.
as
Wait,
again,
to go get the book,
for
right?
Cody's information, opening the bedroom door, you see the room has been searched, like, things look crazy trash. Theodore is screeching, and of course, you see fake Tate, or Fate. Real Tate goes, and blasts
Tate like murdered her.
Brigitte, knocking Brigitte out
Yes.
cold, and of course, very quickly goes, "Oh no, where's Cody?" As you all,
Wait,
don't worry.
You missed a lot last session.
Yeah.
As you run around, quickly searching the dormitory, up at the top of the stairs, not into then whatever boys' dormitory that is, right? But in that like kind of dark recess, you see a large, frothing Wolverine
Oh,
sitting
nice.
there,
They're
like
still pretty tiny, but they're
as you
terrifying.
see Tate calling you up, just
So
guys,
ferocious.
go ahead, give me one more Constitution save throw. This one's flat. As just to see if you're getting that.
Natural 20.
Oh my god!
As you see all
Stealing
three of
that
your
die.
friends' faces, all of them, you feel just panic subsiding as you see your friends, not Patrons, Tate, Graham, and Jane, all of them just, hey. It's okay. Cody, it's a Graham. I brought you some bacon. Hey, bacon.
I immediately take the bacon.
Ripping into this, like this Wolverine just ripping into the bacon. Just, right.
Actually, it's probably British.
Let's get you back in the common room. You might have hurt some people. It looks like. It's okay. It's okay. You're good. As they take you back in. They set up Brigitte immediately, calling Professor Longbottom. Brigitte, unfortunately, getting detention as well for all this craziness. And Cody, as you sit inside the common room, or rather in your dormitory, with the boys, as everything, the wildness of the day subsiding, you can give me one last Constitution completely flat.
Saving throw? That's a 10.
You are a badger, and a marten, and now a wolverine, it seems, and everything feels really depressing.
Oh. Okay, now I'm starting to feel bad.
Well, it's been several weeks.
It's been several weeks of this. I'll say it's not even in a weird way. Tate is kind of giving you like a scratch behind the ears, and that just like, hey, but kind of like as you would like rub a friend's back, but that like, hey, it's all right.
I'm just.
Angry badger hump.
How long is it till the next Quidditch match?
Fun fact, so Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff has just played. The next match is 2 weeks away.
Spoopy gets over this by then.
You see Theodore. Don't worry, Master. Being an animal of great skill in killing is a great honor indeed.
Oh. Theodore's great.
Thanks, Theodore.
Yes, indeed. Would you like me to bring you a nice delicious bowl from the forest?
Can you get a squirrel instead?
As you guys just see, Theodore suddenly dives out the window, just hardcore.
This is how I've been surviving. These guys don't feed me.
They do. Like,
You know,
like
they
It's
try,
right, but it's nowhere near enough.
yeah, right.
Freaking
It's not enough to feed, because like what's wild and what you may have noticed is while you are this size, you do eat still proportionally like a human needs to.
Oh my gosh, that'd be terrifying to see a Pine Martin
Just devouring a full Thanksgiving
like
meal.
full old cartoons, like down to the bones.
Yeah, that's nasty.
On like an animal.
And
Pine martens are vicious. We trap those.
they're
Like,
they're
they will bite off their own foot if they need to. Kind of vicious.
As you sit here, you hear Tate though
Yeah,
just
they're adorable. They're
So,
so fluffy.
Really?
as
yeah, I can bring a Pine marten foot next time.
He's a mascot.
you hear
I'm
a
curious how you're gonna
voice.
deliver, sure.
I literally have like 30 of
Hold on.
them.
Dude, yes,
We,
please.
we trap Pine martens.
Do it,
Cody,
Sorry.
Sorry.
you hear a voice that you haven't heard in a while because of the more laissez-faire attitude that it's had. You see Silly the snake just not going so hot.
He's got it.
No.
Mm.
Like, being an animal's great, but I'd like to be a human again.
Have you just tried being so?
Several times.
But like, just really, really hard.
You know, I hadn't thought of that.
Can he roll again now with the
That's very fair.
I've been
mean-
distracted.
You've kind of also been doing so without the sticks.
Like I'm such an idiot moment.
Did you just see this? What am I? A badger?
Right now, we're calling you a honey badger.
Yeah,
Just,
this honey badger just like walks over the wall and just.
oh, come on, don't act like. Come on, buddy. No, it's okay, it's okay.
It's like when Johnny kept doing this.
Graham comes and gives scratch to you. Hey, all right, it's all
It's
right,
not that hard.
buddy.
It's just like.
Okay.
Enough.
It's
Like
that
to anything
baseball,
else,
but
though,
you don't
this looks
have
like a
hands.
depressed honey badger.
Okay,
Someone get
Can
that
I
honey
make
badger
a
some Prozac.
investigation check to see where my wand's at?
No technique. Your wand's on your dresser. It's in like out of respect. It's like because also if a professor wants proof, oh look his wand. Like yeah, the wand's just on the dresser.
Okay. Go over, turn into a pine marten, climb up the dresser, grab it, and like I try, like I sit down in front of the mirror and I try like putting it in between my paws, and like I just grab it in my mouth.
Go ahead and give me one last Constitution saving throw.
If I fail this, I die.
Does he do it
guys.
with advantage?
Wait,
now
really?
that he has his
I
wand?
was so ready for that.
Hey, August, does he do it with advantage now that he has his wand?
No, we'll see.
Okay, cool. I was genuinely
We'll
curious.
see.
That's a one.
No!
Can he have advantage?
Now he turns into a giraffe.
As a fool.
Bursts the ceiling.
Hippopotamus.
Weird, like Cody, you feel your head, you feel your eyes, you're seeing vivid color, you're hearing again a lot of those smells and sound. As you see Cody's head on a honey badger's body in front of you.
Cody.
Kate just starts screaming too.
I'll be like frightened, like Cody. Can you talk now?
I need help, guys.
And he can talk. You all hear that. That is not a.
Oh my gosh, yes!
That's not a Martin. That's Cody.
That was a great network!
I go over and I grab it with my paws this time. Okay.
With advantage.
That was amazing.
It's a 21.
Yeah. Oh, that was great.
Slowly. And it looks really weird, like taffy
It's
pulling.
like the
Sometimes it's
most
stretching out.
grotesque thing you've ever witnessed.
Cody, very disheveled and unfortunately
That was amazing.
very, very smelly. Gross old robes that have been worn for weeks kind of vibe. As you were sitting
I'm in
here
my Quidditch gear still.
you're in your Quidditch gear, just like
He's been
on all
marinating in his
floors,
sweaty Quidditch robes for
marinating in
weeks.
these robes for weeks,
Disgusting.
all on your bed. You see, Jay, just
I mean, at least he has clothes because in the books,
you did it!
they didn't
It's on.
get
Hold
clothes.
on. Oh, we can stop lying. Oh gosh. I got heart palpitations every time I had to lie. Oh gosh.
Why did they
So many
mention
people.
that they
You're
had
going
to
to want
bring
to take a
clothes
shower.
with them
Yeah.
and,
Lord,
when they
you
were-
smell
I
nasty.
smell like a river otter.
Yeah. Theodore comes in, puts a full bloody-looking volt straight onto your head, and you feel it ooze down your face as it drops on the bed. It's your.
Peter, thank you. You can have this one.
Eats it completely.
Lovely.
Now with a little.
What time is it?
It is
What
now.
day is it? What month is it?
It's our vacation.
It is now.
He's been gone almost as long as that Hufflepuff kid.
This is like full max. Like, what do you mean it's
This is
November?
technically November 7th.
When did
In,
I
Oh, it's
transform?
Lila's birthday.
you
Sorry.
transformed, if anyone's curious, October 30th.
You missed
Okay, so 8
Halloween.
days.
You miss Halloween about 8 days, so like enough into 2 weeks, but
Okay.
it is like 2 a.m. on November the 7th, and you are sitting there with guts on your head, sweaty, gross, marinating Quidditch
Okay,
robes.
Shower.
I'm just going to turn into a pine marten and run to the showers.
And you take your wand. I'll say I won't do that again.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure I can just have it morph with me.
Oh yeah. Now that you've got sure. Yeah.
'Cause,
So, his life's gonna get even worse because Adrian reminded me that we had something planned from earlier when he wasn't there.
oh no.
Cody,
I'm
This
so
wasn't
sorry.
me.
We didn't know that any of this was happening to
Yeah.
you. We just.
as
is
you
what
come
she
back in,
would do.
you
It was
guys
our
like
video.
wait. I will say it's like Tate maybe takes a charge in that kind of nice like hey they help like clean up like let's throw out these like gross nested blankets that Cody's been sleeping in like a makeshift burrow.
Oh, there's like a burrow.
Yeah, right,
in the
they're
top
like-
corner.
Yeah, and so they're not gonna take away burrow, but like the other
just
like
gonna-
sheets just kind of like
you
clean up
live
like
with
hey
an
let's
animal.
sweep away the droppings like throw them out the window because like of course they're not-
Oh, when you searched that room, Reggie, it must have been so gross.
it was very gross.
Oh.
But again,
You mentioned
you
it was
thought-
gross.
chalked it up to
Jay.
it was like boy smell,
Yeah, that's
not they've been
Not having a wild animal.
living in their room.
Multiple wild animals.
Multiple wild animals.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, hey, Theodore's pretty wild.
As you come in,
He wants blood.
Yeah.
you walk
It
in.
was awesome.
Blood for the blood god.
The room so milk for the Martins. Bowls for the Martins. Squirrels for the Martin. All right, you walk back into your room. Everything is much better, and immediately dropping onto freshly made sheets,
Thank you
pass
guys.
out. You guys can
I
easily go to
sleep
bed.
for
It's
2 full days.
yes, that
Yeah,
that is
that's
why we
completely
did
fair.
it those other days because it's a
That's
lot of
like a
energy
couple
and food
weeks.
just gone. You wake up. We'll say, oh yeah, 2 full days. It's like Wednesday, right? Like you're waking up early Wednesday. At this point, you're all there. Take wish you that warm welcome, just like, hey, your world of the living.
Thanks, Nate. I need food.
Right. As you go to get ready to go down to the Great Hall, you pull on your robes, and as you slip in your shoes, as you smell gross, obvious dung with a terrifying putrid scent fill your nostrils, and look down and see the edges of stained caca in your shoes. You see,
We admit nothing.
you don't know who it is. Tate is like, I am so sorry. I didn't think you. Wait, I mean, you kind of.
Tate, listen.
Oh, that
If
is
you
beautiful.
had,
Can I make a nature check?
yes, give me a care of magical creatures check. Actually,
Just saying, he won't recognize what kind of poop this is. I don't
We'll
think.
take our magical creatures tonight.
It's a 10.
Nah.
Do I have advantage?
no. On Nintendo, you know it's none of the animals you were. Basic stat
That would have
recognition
been
is
too funny if you thought it
this
was
is
stuff,
this is not
I
snake,
pooped
bird,
my own shoes.
martin, badger, or wolverine. Like, no.
Oh my gosh!
Oh.
There's just animal, and it is like weirdly wet seeping into your socks.
I take it off. I
His
grab-
socks are stained.
I grab James's robe
No,
and I start
And
cleaning
so-
it off.
no, I get off.
I know what you told the school.
You did in fact spread.
Wait, can it be that I've like researched spattergory to try and figure out? Please.
I'm gonna say no.
Dang
It was
it,
not
I'm
the
like-
time you would have had. And Tate, after putting on fresher socks and
Different shoes.
and different shoes,
And a different rope.
and James a different robe. You all head, and we're going to cut now.
I applaud you. Good job.
After
Yeah.
quite a wild bit of like catch up in,
And
there
you
was a
don't know,
lot.
so you can't be
Side
mad.
note,
Yep.
You don't know. I'm so
As
sorry.
you
But, like,
narrate this, does he
I
know,
know they wanted
how
to
our
give
last
you that.
session
No, I
ended? Do you
didn't,
want
though.
to redo
Oh, I
that?
know.
No,
you
we're gonna
did
watch.
it.
That's
But
what
you do that.
Just
every
watch,
No, wait,
just
no.
watch.
How would I have
No.
gotten? No, you can't actually think of his name.
Here's what's gonna happen.
That's when Brigitte gives you the password.
Sorry, so
As
sorry.
you all
That was
Get ready.
amazing. That was so
Cody,
beautiful.
as you get ready, life returns to normal. You have a lot to catch up on. As your teacher just, oh, terrible, spattergory. You feeling
It was
alright?
awful.
I'll say,
10
none of
days
the
awful.
teachers say much, but a few students go on just, so like, is it true?
They were exaggerating.
So there wasn't full talking mushrooms, you know.
It was not anywhere down there.
Is it no? But that okay. But everyone says spattergory. It's when it's for a guy. It's
Oh.
like you know.
You should have used more than his robe.
Your reputation is destroyed, Granamar. You thought what I did to Charles was bad.
Yeah.
No, what James did
No,
to
what
Cody.
you did to Charles was
his
definitely
friend.
worse.
To his friend. To his friend.
You drugged him.
Oh, thank you.
What you
How
did to
did
Charles
you?
was way worse.
Last session I didn't do anything of the sort.
James created a rumor to dissuade suspicion over Cody's disappearance,
He was
and
covering
that
Just be
it
helpful.
it unfortunately evolved as rumors do, especially with children, into something
Tish
gross.
tosh, tish tosh. Let's
You
move on.
drugged a kid. No, we're not gonna move on.
You
Right,
drugged
so-
a kid.
Just so we can
Okay,
silent it around.
but we
Hey,
embarrassed
hey.
him so badly that he will never ever admit that it happened. So
It's-
as far as anyone knows,
Wait, what?
we did
okay,
nothing.
Question. Did
See
he
the face of
drop
evil
out
right
of
here.
school because of that? Like, where did he go?
Charles has been there. In
It's
fact,
his fault.
Cody,
He's the one
you
who put us
eventually
both
see
in
him.
Slytherin.
Charles has been back, but
Because
Charles
you were
has
gonna
been
do this anyway.
stone cold for the
you
past
created
month.
a Death Eater.
Yeah.
This dude doesn't talk to people.
Yeah.
He just does
Yeah.
what he does in class and does not
this poor
speak.
He is the
Child.
new Draco Malfoy, but it's not his parents that made him.
No, he like skipped straight to 6th year if he's just like all
His
quiet.
first day in Hogwarts, he's
It's so
drugged,
sad.
confesses the most
It wasn't
embarrassing
his
crush.
first day?
Well, fine.
First week?
Third day.
It was like the first month.
Day number 3.
What's it day number 3?
And anyway,
You
Hey,
ruined it.
Cody-
you got my
Poor
book back.
child.
you catch up easily. But the more important thing in some people's eyes to catch up on is your Quidditch practicing. As the match is approaching on the 20th, Rose Weasley puts you through boot camp, right? It's that like, hey, glad you're alive, but
Thanks.
she like,
Trust
it's,
me. Whatever we need to do, I've already been through hell.
hey, I heard, man, listen, I've had uncles and aunts that there's some bad jinxes, but no, nothing could be worse than that. No, listen, honestly, my dad apparently had Spadagroy once back in the day. It was, no, I get it. Now let's try. And so Cody, you are really pushing hard in Quidditch practice, as it's like
I had a brute
you do not have a brute proficiency, and now it's though like there's like normal practices, but like Rose will one-on-one with you for like intensive like maneuvers and that, basically catching up to speed on the rest of the strategies and like how to like move around. And it gets pretty exhausting, right? Between catching up, there's not a lot to do in terms of like trying to like catch up naturally, because it's like, oh, between school and this, and also I will say it's possible during the nights to kind of like, okay, test this out. Like this is a new ability,
I sleep as a honey badger.
right? So
Or
there's
Wolverine. Just
as well, just one of those, just like flomping.
That's actually adorable.
And it's a lot to take in. As it would happen, though, we come upon the 19th. This is the eve of your first game, and insane practice. As you are finishing up, Rose finally, like, says, "Dudgy," right? Eventually, like, she meets you in mid on Broom's like, right, go ahead, change out, meet up with the rest of the team. They'll probably be finishing up just about now, and that's all. Just, hey, no more talks. Let's just go hit that sack. So just go back. As you head down to the showers, you come out again, changed, feeling refreshed, and barely see a group of students entering the forest.
I know what you're talking about.
Far, far, close to Hagrid's hut.
Nope,
Do-
we're not doing anything.
Nope. You guys are the ones.
I do not want to be left out on that.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean,
You are just randomly going into the forest. What are we supposed to do?
It's true.
Let you go?
And like you are our friends, so we're not just
Yes.
gonna let you wander into certain death.
Cody, as
were being
you
nice.
cross the
Oh
field.
no, is it that time?
Yeah, it's that time of the
Too late!
I didn't
Cody,
realize
oh,
what I was
shit.
saying.
I love that. It gives a whole new meaning to that time of the month.
Do,
It's that time of the month.
do I, from the distance, do I
I
recognize
think that'll
the
be
two?
actually so much funnier if we
No,
all start
so
talking about it like
what
later on.
you
Like,
see-
oh, it's
That time
first
of the
section
month.
girl, but like
Hey, I gotta say this.
Sorry.
Cody, what you would notice is because, and this is, so you remember, Graham unfortunately is at that weird social club tonight. Like, he was actually, Rose was actually a little pissed, but Slughorn would not take no for an answer, and so Graham's unfortunately at this party. You would see, though, that James and Tate are among this group.
Okay, would I recognize the two other first years? Eleanor's character and Izzy's character?
No, because the other first years seem to be two Slytherins, one of which you recognize as Leah, and the other as Mara,
Okay.
who was
So
pranking.
I'm gonna.
that he doesn't know about that.
He does know about the fruit.
Not about
We were
that.
on our brooms though, right?
You
'Cause
two
we
were,
all came from
you have
Quidditch.
officially though, you don't have your brew, or like it's technically not yours. It's like a school assigned clean sweep 2000. Like, yeah.
I'm actually gonna turn into, Potty Martin, just scamper over as fast as I can. I'm gonna get ahead of him, and then just just kind of like off to the side, get ahead of him to like in one of the trees,
Mm.
turn back.
I say, would he reach us in time?
Yeah, because like he's got a lot
Let me do
shorter
the
legs
math.
than we do.
But I'm like, I don't know. Animals tend to be faster than humans.
I
Plus,
have
you guys are walking,
Well, it depends on the animal.
some of them were on brooms.
but they're sticking together as a group.
It's true.
So they're
Do
at
not
walking
have binary
speed.
people appearing? That's the funniest thing. Oh, it's that time of the month for the twins. Wait, both of them?
Badgers. Here's
What
the
is
thing.
that?
D&D claims that badgers have a speed of 20 feet.
And humans have 30.
Yeah.
Humans have 30. I'm looking up if any other, because that would make it a 30. Most, even as a Martian, I'd say you have a speed of 30
People might
feet.
be like, yeah.
And you're
But as a
you're
Martian, you have a
heights.
climbing speed. But normally you're 30 feet and you were already behind, so you're going to...
But like I'm dashing, they're walking.
No, we're trying to get.
They also technically are dashing. It's just I'm
Yeah.
Okay,
reflavoring
well,
it as it's like
Could I
following.
just speed up on the broom then?
If you go get your broom, yes.
Oh, I thought we were just coming.
Yes, but it's like you'd have to go back and grab it from the locker room.
Because you didn't take it with you. You went back.
They
over
chose
there.
like because again they were in a different practice where it's like when they saw they like oh we're gonna go change and just basically stole it and snuck off. You would just have to like spend time to go grab a broom and go back.
Accio broom. Just kidding.
Breaking out a fourth year.
Oh gosh, he knows. No, you basically it's like whatever way we want to cut it. I think you'll just end up arriving to the scene after them.
Yeah.
If it makes sense.
Okay.
Because it's not impossible to like try to dash to catch up, and it's not gonna be like, oh, you're not there for a while. It's like you'll be there really quickly. It's like I don't think there's a way to like catch up if
Well,
that makes sense.
I don't know. I'll just run as a human
Okay,
and like
Um,
sprint. I have a pretty high dexterity.
Cody's just booking it across the field. As we enter the Forbidden Forest,
We go.
Can I shout?
You would not want to.
No.
as
No,
you're
do
running, it's not hard to follow them, but as we again come into the scene.
Yeah, it's bad.
You said in Hagrid's with them?
No,
No.
this
Oh,
was
I
near
thought-
Hagrid's
I
hut.
Okay.
You had to pull this music, didn't you?
Of course.
As you come in, Cody running up, you hear something ripping and groaning and almost screaming in the distance.
Okay. I look up and notice the sky and just go, oh crap, it's the twins.
Yes.
Would you
Because
have-
he knows?
Cody had
Would
made
you-
a separate check and wasn't
Why?
revealing the information, but he had made a high enough check to naturally be able to go, okay, I'm not dumb. Because unfortunately, like, anyone who really critically thinks about being gone once a month, and
Yeah.
especially because, and
I
the
was-
reason Cody got it, he also was dealing with moon cycles in terms of...
That's
Right.
I'm wondering, do I get advantage on the initiative or something because I was seeing the same thing?
Yours was close, but you didn't beat the DC set to
Right.
understand.
Which is why I'm simply wondering, can I have an advantage on initiative?
Here-
Because I had a
Depends if
suspicion.
initiative happens.
So
Here's what's about to happen. Here's what's about to
I'm
happen.
running out and I'm like trying to be really
You're
quiet,
gonna
but
try
I'm
and
like,
kill us.
get them.
Or they have wolfsbane and something else is trying to kill all of us. And
As
it's all a fake
you-
out.
Cody, you run up, down behind
Can
this
I
tree,
say this real quick? Okay, I know it's kind of
and
like a
in the
serious
clearing
situation.
in front of us
Me so screwed.
is two large
They're actually
black
black
wolves,
but you know.
red eyes. As you see this,
Okay.
You turn into wolves. Not. Oh, I guess
these
that
are
makes sense.
werewolves.
Can I Flipendo?
As you
I
all
would-
watch,
As I'm running up, I'd like to turn into a Wolverine and try to interpose myself between the group and the werewolves.
Mars is just like so unimpressed. Like, here we go again. That's so funny.
I sent some to the group chat if you want to see it, August.
1 second.
Okay.
Oh, the DM things.
How
As you all immediately, it's like split second, you see this.
We love you
A
all.
while because
And
we had a joke that
As
people
immediately
meme.
running up in between
All
y'all,
my coworkers made fun of me for using an avatar.
boom! This giant
Wow.
fucking Wolverine, fluffy little rodent-esque
Little
creature,
monster.
just appears. One of these wolves looks at you and just immediately turns books it.
What?
Mars pushed it.
I, the wolf is like going back and forth, seeing the other wolf bulk out. Like,
What are you saying right now, Zach?
well, because
Can
in my mind, it should have worked. Why would you do that?
And you hear that. Why would you do that? But you know that this giant werewolf wasn't talking to you, as it's talking to this other werewolf that just booked into the forest.
You okay?
This giant, like, weird Wolverine badger big thing is just talking to you.
First off, what the, you know, like, what
Can I climb up a tree?
What the? What's going
Are
on?
you?
Seriously, can I climb
Cody.
up a tree?
Usually, at least
Yes, I want to climb up a tree. This is not good.
you climb this tree right here.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me athletics.
If you,
Can it be?
because I can't talk
Can it
to
be
them, I look at them. You guys should,
acrobatics Thank you.
you know, right?
Just back
I
up
got-
a little bit.
No, dude.
And 11.
Okay, I'm not gonna hurt them.
I know, but just back up a little bit. You're fairly
Okay.
close to them.
I'm gonna
I
back
did it.
up 10
You're
feet.
halfway up the tree.
I'm halfway up the tree. Cool.
Can you let them know that we're cool? But I have to see if her potion worked to make sure she's not going you know, how it happens again.
That crap crazy.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Can
just
you
back
let
up
them
a
know
little
that, like,
bit.
right
Yes,
now?
yes. Turn back into Cody. And be like, okay, guys,
Bless you.
Come here.
they're okay. We need to go
Yeah,
check
it's
on
freaking
Mara.
out the
No,
toy.
it's
You
not
just
Mars.
into a human.
Mars.
Mars.
Yes.
Boom.
So
Uh,
Moss ran off and that one's Zach.
This full entire Wolverine just into Cody.
And you change in animals. That's great. Okay.
Okay.
Whatever.
What
That's
the heck,
Zach.
Cody?
That's
Everyone
Zach.
can turn into
I
animals.
raise
except
a
for
paw.
us.
I'm like, what in
Okay.
the bloomin'?
Boom! Hit you square. You take how many points of damage? I'll
Can
just do
I
it real
take
quick.
her one from her?
You take 5 points of damage. You have more hit points right now, though. Obviously,
Yeah,
Zach.
I know. But I look at her, I'm like, don't fucking touch me!
And
And I
me-
kind of want to lash out.
No,
you-
no.
Oh god.
Sorry,
No.
I'm kind of on edge when I'm like,
I
this is
know.
the first transformation I have
No,
by
you
myself.
can't
Can
hear
everyone
anymore
make
because
me
you're human right
I'm
now.
sorry.
All you're hearing is growling.
Well, I'm still like, I'm intimidated because she's gonna be like, whoa,
Full Chris
whoa.
Pratt Jurassic Park. Hey, easy.
And now I'm focused on the humans as well for being stupid.
Am I the only one who's having an actual reaction to
Okay.
seeing two
Leah
werewolves?
is halfway up the tree.
She
Honestly,
just transformed out
I'm
of
not
the tree.
telling you this
I
in my
climbed
mind.
up the tree.
I look at you,
and just
and I'm like, I
shipping
get the
them out
eyes
of
of,
there.
I need to get my sister.
Okay.
I will say,
Brigitte, that is
you
Zach.
and Tate
She's
both
fine.
have your brooms.
That's
They
Um,
should Arl and send in.
Oh no, Tate didn't have one.
Can I like
Tate
steal
has
her
one back.
wand if she's gonna go
You
crazy?
cannot steal my wand!
You can go.
I have great decks.
James and Tate have hopped on a broom and started flying away.
Can I
I'm
like
gonna
kind
get
of
Tate
fall out of the
out
tree
of
a little
the-
bit and
out
try
of
and
the
calm
area,
Brigitte
and
down?
then I'm gonna go back for another person.
Brigitte,
Cool.
this
you
is
bring
not the
Tate
kind
all
of
the way out.
situation
How
in
would
which
you even know
willy-nilly
at this
shooting
point?
spells.
Okay, I want to come
It's
out
going
of
to
the tree
solve
and be like,
anything.
Brigitte, calm
Give
down,
me
calm
a
down.
pure
Hear me out.
athletics to
Can
get
I
out of the
actually-
tree.
Can I
If
make
I
a
fall out of the tree,
charisma
I
check,
fall out of
August?
the tree.
August,
I
can I make,
got
before they fly off, because a lot of shit is happening, and
Everyone
can I
wants
see
to
what
do
I'm
something.
doing?
Everyone's doing something, but this is where I got to impose. Like, we'll get to everyone. Leah, you slide out of the
16.
tree. Yeah,
I did
you
really
easily slide down. You don't hurt yourself too much. Of course, you get that natural, like, kind of like burnish, you know,
It's okay,
when
it's
moving
okay,
it.
Parks, dude. I'm kinda
And you
freaking out.
can come
It's
up
fine.
to Leo. Or to Brigitte.
Okay, I kind of want to like. Okay, I didn't actually mean to hit the werewolf. I meant to hit Cody because he just transformed in front of us.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I didn't mean to hit the werewolf.
I
Actually,
thought
no,
you
right
were
behind
that's
that
why we
too
were
is
all
me.
like, what is happening?
We're like, you're just attacking away.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
That's
makes
a
way more
natural
sense.
reaction,
So
I will
can-
say.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, that was my
Well,
thought,
you
but,
don't
like,
do
if we
anything
want to
further,
flavor
or
it that
we
I
don't
missed, I mean,
I
we
think
can do that.
that's what we would have done is because like it's hard to aim properly and like everything's going on. So yes,
That
unfortunately,
was meant for him because he just transformed in
See,
front
we
of
thought
us.
you were just like attacking a werewolf. And we're like, what?
I mean, yes, but at the same time, I was like, my.
I'm playing this off as also what's being talked about when it's like I was trying to hit Cody. Me? You? Not a werewolf? Werewolf fine.
It's like, you know that scene in Brother Bear where he's trying to talk to
It's all just like weird
Zach,
growling.
I
sounds.
feel like we should
Oh,
listen to wait
oh,
for Cody to
oh,
translate
oh,
for you
oh,
because we got no clue, man.
We're gonna-
Zach, just go after Mars. We got this.
You're the one who says that?
You have no idea what's going on. No, actually, go back. You wouldn't know that.
You just
You
attacked
just
me.
yelled
No,
at us who
no,
it
she
was.
does know because you saw that they were Zach and Mars
Yeah,
before they
before
transformed.
they transformed, so we
Yes,
know.
you do know it's Zach. Yes,
Yeah,
I
okay.
will.
I would probably
I
just
ran
say
into
go.
and
If you're
proposed
worried
myself
about
between-
Mars, go. Mars, go.
Just like how, you know, like dogs exhale very loudly, like, I am very mad at you.
Yeah.
And then I run away.
Catch you later.
Okay, I'm just gonna be like, look, sorry. I'm gonna go make
So
sure
what
they're
are you
okay.
then?
We'll get to that.
I'll get to that.
I'm just gonna be like, sorry. I'm gonna make sure they're
Can I come
okay.
with because Zach's my friend?
If you can keep up.
Crap. Okay, we're gonna do
Anyways.
our best.
And I'm just gonna book it over there as a honey badger just running, following behind.
Full.
I'm gonna follow.
Or not honey badger, Wolverine. Just
Oh dang it! I was like, I want the honey badger out.
I'm gonna follow
full-
Wolverine as best I can.
This Wolverine just starts
because
like shuffling.
the
into
werewolf just ran away. I'm following the werewolf.
I'm
Okay.
following the
want to
Wolverine.
follow the werewolf.
I'm following the Wolverine.
Because I don't want to be alone in the forest.
So after
I
they
want to
leave,
help.
I'm just gonna under my
They
breath
can
be
take
like,
care of
man,
themselves.
that
They're
Spadagroy
werewolves.
really changed him.
In that, like, you know it's not true, but you're just so kind
It's
of.
just too perfect.
Man,
It's like a
Spadagroy
whole
does a thing to a guy.
So I will point out, I still have my broom, so I could fly off after if I was curious. Which
You do.
she
I will
probably
say
is.
anyone who wants
I
to
have a
can
ride,
follow
please?
would.
Here's the thing. I spent a lot of time talking with August about ways to avoid encounters. I will get disadvantage because I'm not
fair.
proficient in brooms. So you could double up with like James or somebody who's proficient.
I don't
and it
think
would be
he's
fine.
following.
Tate's
Right.
all the way out at the edge of James has just returned.
I'm just
James,
explaining
you come back.
mechanically.
That's
Who wants to follow the wolves?
Okay, James,
Okay.
I will ignore you, but I'm gonna
I
let
will
you
say-
I can
Run
see
up to 30
myself
miles
getting
per hour.
dragged by someone and just pointing my wand at them and saying, if you get me detention again, I will kill you.
That's really fair. You guys all head off. After a moment, we will just, without moving too much, we eventually find these again.
See, according to this, Wolverine can run up to 40 to 45 miles per hour because he hit Spider-Man before he could even react. I was like, oh wait, that's a different Wolverine.
Oh, that's
That
like
is
a.
really funny.
Oh, that's
Wait,
a.
what?
It's a fast animal. Anyway,
30
Oh,
miles
so
per hour.
DC got, like,
I'm
three
also
movie
sending the
trailers
other
this
Moon Moon
weekend.
memes.
What?
as you
DC
all
dropped, like,
wrote
3
up,
separate movie trailers this
Zach,
weekend.
without going
I
in,
have no faith
you
in
were
that
able to
Wolverine's a
catch
good
up to
movie,
Mars,
so-
but basically what you
It
got
actually
was
looks good.
Mars is I'm fine, leave me alone, just kind of screaming at you and booking it out. As
That's
you
fine,
all
that's a
catch up, you in Wolverine form, everyone else you can relay that information to Cody, who can understand you.
Cool.
Cool.
I kind of like flop down, like how a dog sits like a gremlin, like their legs are out and their paws are in front. Just like,
I just sit down next to her, like, trust me, after the last week I had, I know how you feel.
Mars
I
is
start
like,
nodding.
Do you want some pats? Like totally
So-
offering ear scratchies,
But we
but like
can't
waiting for a nod or something.
None of us can understand except for him in Wolverine form, right?
Yes.
He's Zach.
so you tentatively try and give me head.
I'll like ask you and wait for like a nod or shake your head or like seeing if you want it. Yeah, and then she'll give you the ear
Yeah.
scratchies.
You get scratched.
Can I just like sit next to Zach and be like, so I wasn't crazy for thinking you were werewolves.
So I'm just gonna stand there like
That's cool.
totally like
You got
perturbed and a little like grossed out because what the heck? These are what? Why are we what?
And Cody tells the story time now because I mean werewolves are obvious, but you.
You
What
just
you?
point to this Wolverine.
So
I just turned to Zach. It's like, I really don't want to explain it all to them.
Because, hear me out. So, like, in human form, you know, my parents are very A-list magical creatures. I understand. I'm getting now what he's done.
Oh yeah,
So,
you're
and
not
I know
dumb.
about the process, so I'm just like,
It went really weird. Yeah.
almost like, tell me about it. I don't know.
So
Spill the tea.
so normally, you know, you just turn into one animal, right? The potion was fine. I did everything correctly. I can turn into more than just one animal. And I turn into a little pine marten. Yeah.
Boys are weird.
That's
It was a
not
really
normal. What is
rough
happening?
week.
What
That
is
can't be
happening?
normal.
It's not.
What?
Do I need
I
to
just-
roll?
so
an
I
like, an
start
intelligence
telling
check
you
know
to
how
tell
much I know
them.
about-
So this is it's like so I tell him to tell them
Through grunting.
through grunting
Yeah.
that me and Mars, had this since we were kids. Not going to tell you any much how it happened because
That's fair.
that's more spicy.
It's a little
another day.
personal.
It's a little personal. But the school's been helping us. They give us the woods every full moon, and they've actually, with the help of Professor
Slughorn?
not Slughorn, technically Slughorn, but
Snape's no
Teddy's
longer
dead.
there.
Professor
Lupin.
Oh.
And his father's work.
Who
They were able to create a potion that if I take it 5 days before the full moon,
Professor
5 days
Slughorn does the
after-
actual heavy lifting. Professor Lupin has an intensive knowledge, as Professor Lupin is huge into werewolf advocacy and rights and just in helping.
I wonder why.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
But yeah, like the potion helps us keep our sound mind while we're in this
That's
body.
awesome. Cool. Fine. I guess I'll
Because the
deal with
town's like,
people.
oh yeah, no, I mauled a lot of townspeople back in New Zealand. It was not good.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I turn back into a human.
Hey.
Hey.
Well, I'm glad you're not dead of Spatagroid.
Thanks. I never had
Yeah,
it.
so it wasn't
Thanks.
Yeah, we can tell.
cool because
We're not
some
dumb.
weird stuff apparently happens.
Look, this is normal for my family. Okay, we.
Not the Spanish, right? Okay. sorry.
Very fair.
We're gonna give you
point.
so much crap
It
for
runs in the
that.
family.
I actually love the fact that you booked Tate out of there, and now the dude's just like probably sitting on the edge of the forest, like.
Oh no, where's everyone else?
You could go get.
So.
So through
Okay.
to him, you could probably go get him.
Anyways.
Whatever.
So.
We
what's
don't
going
need him.
on Is they're fine. They're getting help from the school. This is normal.
Cool.
Yeah.
What about you?
So yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Crap, you're American. I was about to pass this off as an American.
Yeah.
I my nose.
Can't lie.
I do like the dog thing where I just like put a paw on his shoulder and I look him in the eyes like you can't lie to me and like just tell everyone what's going on.
See, Zach wants you to tell us.
Good job, Zach. Zach, you're
So
the
yes.
best. You're a good boy.
It's kind of cute like this.
Anyways.
It gets uncomfortable.
We're there.
Zach is
there.
fluffy and needs cuddles.
Yeah, they do.
It's a thing that runs in my family. It just
Turning into animals runs in your family.
yeah.
Can I make like a bullshit
Yeah,
roll?
Insight.
To like.
That would be insight.
Insight, yeah. Anyone who wants to can try an insight
Wait,
on that.
can I have
I
advantage
feel like I
because
already
I'm
know
friends
this
with Cody?
situation.
You know everything, Jay. You're like,
Yeah,
so
I
I'm
have
just
advantage
watching
because I'm friends with
yeah,
Cody.
you
no.
Please,
You got
I'm
my
friends
back.
with Cody.
No. That's not how this kind of insight works.
Do I make a
Insight is
perception?
trying to understand someone's being advantage.
So you really threw me off with the
Do I roll a
that
deception?
one.
Yes.
I rolled a 9, but could have had chaos in.
Yes, do it.
Do it.
Please do it. Please succeed.
What number
What
is
we
that
rolling
right
that
now?
one?
I know.
I'm at 8 right now, but this is the roll for insight first.
Yes.
I rolled an 8. I
Okay,
rolled
so
lower
I gotta
than
roll above a 9.
You got it. Go ahead and let's surge it.
That's cocked, and it's basically gonna be a 19, but I'll re-roll because it's. God, but that was a 19, and I'm really bad. I can only roll high. Yeah, there's a 12. I can only roll high for wild magic.
Yeah, you can.
What is wrong with me?
Fine.
Deception, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. That's an 11.
Yeah.
12 minus
Oh
1.
my God.
No, you believe him. It's something that happens as family friend.
Wait, I got a higher insight.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
I got an 11 plus 4.
Yes, thank
Also,
you,
so
Brigitte.
Brigitte,
Brigitte.
Brigitte over there.
Because I know what
I
this
also
is.
like.
I'm
I
gonna
tap my
totally
elbow
roleplay.
around, like,
Yeah,
sit down.
this is. I will say this,
Dude,
Brigitte.
that's
You
weird.
know your mom works in this because, like, not in this department, but it's something that has been discussed. And it's like, hey, because laws can become fuzzier crossing international lines when it comes to animagus, it's not necessarily the easiest thing to like police.
So I'm just gonna be like, bull crap.
I'm. Wait, what?
It may
I'll
be
use
something-
it in England, bullcrap.
It may be something you do as a family, but it is not only
I
your family
said
who does
what
this.
I said.
Wait,
Does what? You know what you did?
Yes, but you don't want to know.
Yeah,
Wait,
I
no, Brigitte!
Oh, yeah,
Please!
okay, we do need.
Brigitte, please!
It's called
Hey,
the
at this point,
animagus.
can I have
Really,
like
can an
herded
animagus turn
everybody
into
into
more
a
than one
little
animal?
sitting circle? Because the
Yes.
more spread out we are, the easier it is for other
You know,
monsters to find us.
I will say this
Lots
right now,
Lots of
Zach. You know for a
strange
fact
things happen.
nothing's gonna touch you. Like
You're the
Like,
scariest thing in the
you
woods right
are
now.
the scariest. Because like among even other
No,
magical
this is just more
creatures,
Zach trying to make people bond and sit near each other.
Zach, you're really scary to other animals, right? Can we go into the woods together so that I could get ingredients without worrying about safety?
Zach takes a moment to ponder this because this has literally been the
Zach,
bane of their
full-
existence since they
I'll
were
give you
eight.
I will
extra
say
treats.
this: full flashback to
No.
Professor McGonagall's voice.
I thought you were making
Remember, no student is to learn of this as for their safety only.
you hear it. It's the ruh-roh,
Ruh-roh.
of the dog.
Yeah, I will give. Yeah, you were told not to let anyone know, just because it's that base safety thing. You're not supposed to just let people.
Okay, I turn into. This
Thank
time
you!
I turn into a honey badger.
Yay, better.
Thank you. Now I can talk to you.
Wait, so now we all know that he's like not even
He's
normal
like a
animagus
Hufflepuff
now.
at heart.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well,
that's
like,
it.
So,
that's not normal, right?
Other points
not
that
supposed
need
to
to be
have
put on the
When
table
things
like
go wrong,
immediately
things go
right
very
now.
wrong.
McGonagall
something's
told
wrong
me
with
that
Kitty.
no other student should figure out about this, so A, the fact that you guys found us in the woods, not so good. Number 2, you guys should get home like right now, like right now.
No.
Number three, number 3, I'm like cutting him off. It's number 3, you need to let them know that I said that they can't, that this
Can
I look in
stays
my
hush
pockets
hush.
for extra
Because
snacks?
obviously people are gonna, suspect.
Yes.
Oh, full moon every
I got
month.
it 3. I don't know what it would be, but I don't think I found anything.
Here's what I'm gonna say. You start looking for something. Zach and Cody.
Yeah.
I need you both
Cody
to
and
make
Zach.
me perception checks with advantage because this is based on smell.
It is based on smell.
Do we make perception checks?
No, this is a
Oh!
smell. You guys could not as a normal person.
That's an 18.
Perception? Oh, -1, it's 15.
15 and 18. You pick up the scent of a person. And specifically, Cody, you know this better being in the school. Zach, this is probably one of the first times you've had this scent out in the woods. This is not a natural occurring scent in nature, right? The way the wind has just changed.
Which way is the wind coming from?
Right now, the wind is coming from the northeast by east.
So, like, out into the forest more?
Yes, but it smells very urban and man-made. Like, it smells like a person who has not been in nature, right? Like this, like, I'll give you the other sense. Like,
It sounds like a
oh,
city
there is
slicker.
like soap and
Sounds,
shampoo,
smells.
like
Charles.
subtle like leather of shoe that has never like this isn't like hiking shoes. Someone is out.
I bet it's Charles.
I look at him and I'm like, ministry.
Hagrid has been out in the woods.
Hagrid would not
No, that's
smell
what I'm saying.
urban.
This is
That's
not
true. That's
Hagrid
true.
kind of
Yeah.
smell. Like, you wouldn't know what he
So I
smells
start,
like that, but it's
Marcus,
that.
like, change back, tell him to hide. Also tell him the other stuff eventually. And I, stand up and I start.
Okay. I turn back real quick. I go, okay, we need to go. There's someone else here.
What?
And I'm gonna grab somebody on my broom, and then I'll ship them out with Tate.
Okay, go.
Hang on.
Meet. We need to meet up somewhere and talk about this. Meet at Hagrid's.
Wait, what?
Hagrid's.
But I want to see who's here.
Can I say
Yeah.
Hagrid's name in wolf?
I don't
Say
want to find out who's here.
Hagrid.
And if
Hagrid.
you're
Sneak
seen,
around. I'll sneak.
Ragu.
go to Hagrid's. If you are seen here
I
by
won't be
someone,
seen.
I
It's
will.
Mara's choice. I would say
Any
she should
student
stay.
could stay if they want.
Who wants to go? Because I can drive you back. Drive.
Are you gonna come back?
I tell you. Can
Yeah,
you
just-
still understand me in human
I
form?
will.
No.
I will say there's enough of a you can bounce back. I'm no longer gonna keep making you. Oh crap! Like it's just like if you. There's enough of that like poke him until you become a badger or something,
So,
right? Just to talk.
would I, as this new student-initiated program, been told about a certain house to hide in?
Hmm.
Probably. Yeah?
Yes,
Nerd.
but you wouldn't be able to get there.
In time?
That's opposite fun fact for anyone wondering, Hagrid's hut is opposite almost in the grounds of the Whomping Willow, and on top of that it runs the other way. You are into the Forbidden Forest and a ways in.
So Hagrid's is the closest.
Hagrid's would be the closest thing for you.
Get to Hagrid.
Okay, who wants to go?
Are we all going to Hagrid's?
Who,
I make the eyes up. Obviously,
would
I can't
anyone?
right now.
Is
I mean, I
anyone
could, but,
wanting
like,
to
I
go to
can't.
Hagrid's? Raise your hand. No, the rest of you can
all the
investigate.
moon memes. That is my character.
Okay, but
Well, because think about it.
you
Like,
guys.
they got a reason to be out here. We came here because we followed them. Who else is out here and why?
I know, but like,
wanna
if
know.
you guys are seen out here.
I won't
Oh,
wait.
I've
Okay.
already got
Can I
attention.
like
What
hide
could
to
they
make a
do?
point to him that like I won't be found?
Sure.
Just like stealth check.
Go
for
ahead and
the
make me a perception, and you can do it with advantage based on smell.
I'm saying. He said roll an investigation.
But tell me what the lower of the two would be.
Hey,
is
I
how-
would hide.
By the
Five.
way, August,
That was
Oh,
really
plus
you
6.
were
the what?
planning on texting me.
17.
You were
Even
planning.
as a badger, yes, I will text you in a second. We'll jump back.
Yeah,
hides
because I'm like,
behind a
do I
tree.
have any potions that are useful? Because I never got a list of
Currently, there's
potions.
no any potions deal specifically with like people. Nothing that would do in like purposely ingested potions is what you have. Nothing that would help you in terms of like being thrown or used as a weapon besides
That's
any spell.
not what I was wondering.
Then what were you asking? Wait, hold on.
Like, no, I didn't text you, but like you never sent me a list of potions that I now have, because.
No, you already have them. Anything
Well-
I've told you is what you got.
Well, you told me that I would get more, because right now I only have 4.
Yeah. You
told
gotta
me that
keep
I'd
going.
get
No,
more.
that's it's been a okay. Again, blanket. Lots got to happen over the course of the school year.
Yeah.
You can't just learn stuff.
Also,
I've never met someone that can naturally just like learn.
It took Hermione like.
You got to
2
think
weeks to
these
find
are
out
like
how
cooking
liquid
things.
vanilla,
Like
right?
I've never met people that can immediately just learn cooking ingredients like after one
read
try.
here's the thing that will help us though that you've told me but not everyone else.
Oh, yeah.
It's that
Yeah.
he wants to get through more than our
Honestly,
first
it
year
probably
in
wasn't,
this
like, reading
campaign,
Yeah.
like this season. So it's not like we.
We're
So,
not
like, we
level
will
1 forever.
eventually get
You
more
guys
stuff.
are already all
That's
going
good.
to start leveling up soon. So it's like, but yeah, you only got 4 potions.
Okay. I was just wondering if there's anything that could possibly help
If
me
you're-
with stealth.
If you guys are staying, I'm not responsible for the consequences.
Oh, bathroom.
I know
Yep,
the
and
scariest
then
thing
I'm
here, so I
gonna
don't have
go
to go anywhere. I'm just gonna sit here.
Okay, well
So,
then I'll go try to investigate using my badge of senses to find this
And
person.
I would like to go with him.
But
But like
I'll just
sneakily.
stay with Zach then,
While
because I only
Mara
have a
is
+1 to
hiding,
dex.
can I just like, if no
Sure.
one's gonna come with me,
Yeah.
I just wanna like, I wanna
Okay.
stick around, but can I fly my broom so that I'm like up in the trees so that it's harder to see me?
Yes, yes, that's going to help give you probably advantage on any sort of stealth.
What's my speed?
I've
Also,
got the
is
stats.
is Zach big enough for them
No.
they to, okay.
Sorry, I was laughing because the mental image of all you all just boom, boom, boom.
No,
But
I
again,
think just
all of
me.
us.
Like I think
To
just
at least
me.
fairy people.
werewolves are medium humanoid creatures.
So,
Whereas,
Amara
like,
could fit.
think like
So-
Lupin in the movie. Yeah, he's
Not
bigger
Lupin
and
in the
scary,
movie,
but
but, like-
not big enough for
Like
like
Lupin in the
riding
movie, but with
easy.
fur, because one of the things about werewolves is if they don't have this potion that's been recently developed, like very recently, like in the past 5 years, they would tear
No,
it
this
themselves
was-
if there was nothing
This
to tear.
was invented by Lupin's time, or
By
at least
Lupin?
when Lupin was a professor.
Well, yeah, but the reason he was like that was before he did not have that potion.
Oh yeah, the
And so
dude
he
ripped
tore at
himself,
himself.
right? Like that's
Werewolves, if they have no one to attack, they will tear it themselves.
Mhm.
They won't
That is
attack other
so
werewolves.
sad.
They won't attack
it's
animals.
very sad.
but they
You
will
have
attack humans
a
or themselves.
fun fact: werewolves have a speed of 30.
Ow!
D&D canon.
Gross.
We will now, yes, investigate. People with brooms, you can get advantage if you're gonna fly on them. Just like in that like enough top.
I'm following my nose.
Following your nose. We're going to let then Cody go ahead and give me that perception. Actually,
Perception, okay.
Cody, Zach, and probably Leah. You can all give me either survival or herbology checks in just working your way through the woods.
Even though I'm staying with Zach?
Okay, I'm taking survival
Yes.
check, synth 20.
Synth 20.
I
The
got
only thing I don't
a
have a minus
16
one.
investigation.
Wait, instead of investigation, can
You
I
got a
roll
17 investigation.
I got a
herbology?
17 herbology.
19.
Yes, that's totally. 19.
19 of any of those. I could just pick one.
I got 17 of herbology.
Oh, that might be even worse.
Herbology, perception, survival, all those are +6 for me.
What?
Sweet.
I got a +8 in animal.
That's a
Shut
lot.
up.
15
I took a
on
feat.
I
herbology.
don't like you.
15.
I thought animagus
did-
was your feet.
Anyone roll
No, that's
below
just
a
something we became.
10?
Oh, that's so broken. Sorry, what?
Anyone below a 10?
No.
Cool. No one is lost, unfortunately for me, but great news for you, as you are all able to stay
Oh.
together.
That's just something I planned out. Working
What
with
if,
her.
like, okay, obviously I'm thinking in wolf form, you know, I can't talk to them, but, like, if they ever want to hang out like this again, I should just bring a rope, tie it around my waist, then around theirs, then around
As you
theirs.
all
You know?
approach, after some time going through the woods,
I thought Zach wasn't going towards this, but okay.
where were you going,
Peer
Zach?
pressure.
I was kind of just vibing with them because if I'm the scariest thing in this forest,
Yeah, that's what I thought
We're
too.
all
Safe.
going, so.
yeah.
You all find a broken down ruin, what might have been part of even the castle by some of the architecture, but an old ruined
like a guard tower
thing.
kind of thing.
Yeah, like a guard tower is a great way to put it.
Okay.
You all arrive, coming through, no one getting lost in this dark. Again, the moon is inking its way through the leaves, giving you enough light to go off of, but it's very easy to get lost.
So I'm gonna turn to him real quick and be like, just give, be like, and then I'm gonna turn to a pine marten and see if I can climb up into like onto the roof or climb up.
Can I take him in
And
my
see
jaws
into
and,
the
like,
little-
lift him onto the roof?
I can climb.
Okay.
No,
I'm
just
also
trying to
not
be
fully human right now,
helpful.
my guy.
give
And you
a-
smell good.
That's a big old pine marten. Hold on.
That is a big old pine
It's like
marten.
bigger than the Wolverine. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. There's my pine marten. All right, little pine marten-y Martin. Cody.
George R.R. Martin.
As you, again, you scramble up easily. You do have a climbing
Someone
speed.
should have been. I should have. My brother should be Chris. And I should be Martin. The Pratt brothers.
Gosh dang it. Martin Pratt, Chris Pratt, I get it. All right. As you climb up, you got a climb speed of 20 feet, so it's not like slow at all. So you get up there, looking in and around. What you notice as you all are around here, you're not smelling anyone inside it anymore,
Okay.
but you're also not smelling anything leaving the area. As you're able to look in, most of the roof has either broken in places, again, moss and stone have grown in and out. There is nothing here that would indicate someone has been here. You're not seeing, just on like what you can see, there's no fires, there's no footprints, there's no bags. And smell-wise, they're not here, but they haven't left.
Are they close?
As me, the big lumbering werewolf, can I just, like, walk in real quick? Obviously, I'm not making any sounds
You can
because
smell
I'm still
all of your
sound
smells. It smells like. Go ahead. Here's what I will give you. You can give me an investigation check, and it will be like flavored in smell. You don't get advantage though with it. It will just be like investigation using smell.
Can I ask a question that then would probably be like an insight or intelligence check or something? It's basically like, I've just seen this dude like fully turn into like a couple animals. Is it like if someone else did something like that, then they would no longer smell like a human, and that's why he wouldn't be picking up on it?
Go ahead.
What
So-
would that be? What?
It's an it's a
And
raw intelligence.
Okay, I get 0 to intelligence.
Okay. What did we get? Animal buddies. Trash.
That's what we got.
You found trash.
Okay.
Uh,
okay.
I got
What'd you get,
7.
werewolf
It's not
boy?
worth it.
9. Because I don't have advantage. Can I please have advantage? Because it
No.
specifically says in my werewolf stuff that I get
For
advantage of smell.
investigation?
Yes.
No, that can't be how that
I
works.
think it is.
It's for perception, I thought.
Perception. That's dumb. It should be.
Because investigating, you'd be investigating as if you were a person anyway, based off of it. Because again, your investigation is part of mind.
Yeah.
As you're looking through, again, someone has left. What you're able to tell, and you can relate to everyone, like Cody can tell you this, they're not here, whoever was here. In fact,
But they were here.
they were here and maybe have been gone about 10 minutes. Like, it's enough where, like, the smell is here. It's not strong because of wind and movement, but, like, they're gone. But what you can also tell them, again, what you know, but they didn't leave. Mara?
I got a 3, but can I like voice out loud my thought to
You
him
can
and
to
see
anyone.
if he's
Oh,
smarter
yeah.
and can confirm or deny whether I'm right?
What I know. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like, if someone's an animagus, you're not going to make the same smell. I mean, But I would say it's like you also don't know because it's like there is enough change, right? I mean, like time can affect you. Like for example, like the 2 weeks you were stuck, you kind of got the same amount of gross stinky as yourself normally. So it's
yeah,
like
but if it's currently an animal.
and so that's where it's hard to tell.
Oh, here's a question.
Anyone else? I'm gonna say, unfortunately, yes. Animals, you've had your chance, or no, sorry, not had your chance, but it's like you do. Any of our wizarding buddies, you guys can give me any sort of investigation perception as you guys can start to look around.
Can I look specifically for like passages or ways out or something where it's like, oh, maybe it wouldn't register as leaving because there was like a trap door and so it was like still in the building or whatever.
That's gonna be part of this. Is these investigations
I got a
and checks.
16.
16.
9.
Okay.
I got a nat 1,
dirty
so,
20.
Dirty 20.
so I'm gonna Tides of Chaos by nat 1.
Ooh.
12.
You are now. Go ahead and roll your magic. It's a 1 through 10.
I thought it was 1 through 9 because it was 8 before the last one.
The last one would have been 8. This one is 9. Thank you for reminding me.
11.
Woo!
You're getting so
Cast
close.
fireball on herself.
So now it's gonna be 10.
It's now up to a 10. Brigitte,
Oh, that's scary.
here's what I'm about to say. James. Nah, you gotta be fair. James, you get to roll with advantage right now.
Oh.
And I can't tell you why. But Brigitte, as you move, again, there's not a lot of room here. It's easy enough to like walk in and around. As Cody, you're finding this like old brazier, like places where fires could have been, like Mara. There's like old corpses and fire pits and old pots moving around.
What am I finding with the 16?
Brigitte, you look around and with the very careful eye of observation, you notice that tracks on the ground lead you down, up, and into a wall that goes nowhere. James, what did you get on your advantage?
14.
14 can easily make it. James, you see Brigitte is looking at a door, but
You
not
can
doing anything.
See the door?
But Brigitte, there's nothing there. All you see is a wall.
Fetching slither.
Do I see this at all with the 16, or am I just okay? Cool.
If it was just a Slytherin thing, you would be able to see it.
Oh no, it was a
Well, he's a Gryffindor.
yeah, it was a joke by him being a bot.
Well, not. Yeah, so sort of
How
weird
big
family
is the
then.
door?
Like I'm gonna.
Like, is it a like tiny door or is it
This
like?
is a door like the kind you would find in the castle.
So
Round archway, and actually, what's odd now that you're looking at this, not weathered at all. This door is pristine.
So if I saw him following me, I would have pointed to the tracks and showed him where it stopped. And like, I don't know where it goes after this.
I'll be like, guys, should I go in?
Going where?
There's nothing there.
I'll say all of you can look at this. No one else sees the door.
Just
Okay.
a wall.
I'll grab
I
it.
just
He took the
I hop
parcel
onto
time
his
feet.
shoulder.
Is it a
Totally
doorknob or?
There
So
is a
wait,
doorknob.
So because you're just doing things without people, so you're Daphne, you're Fred,
Yeah.
you're Velma, you're
yeah.
So I'll
who?
reach out,
You're-
grab the doorknob,
you're Shaggy,
and turn it.
As you turn it,
you're Scrappy.
all of you
Because
see.
you're Scooby.
Disgusting.
All of you see materializing out of thin air as James pulls this door
What the hell?
open,
Okay.
and you all smell
What's going on?
dusty, dank, old library. Like the rotting and slow entropy and decay of so many things. Not unpleasant, but just very ancient smell wafts out.
Is there a deer on the ground right there?
Duh.
There is a dead deer on the ground.
Can I sniff it, see if it's good to eat?
Oh, this thing has been dead for a while. Anything left is like old, kind of gross skin and bone. As you can all easily find this door.
So
We're
I'll
going in to
go.
find
I'll
out.
lead the way,
Yeah,
just because
we're
it like
just-
revealed itself to me,
Can
and
we
I have my
see
wand out as
anything?
well.
As James passes through, you walk in and disappear.
grab?
As you have your
I'm
wand
on
up.
his shoulder.
You're on your shoulder. Yes, this.
Can the rest of us not follow?
You can, but as he
Okay.
walks through the doorway, he disappears.
I'll like try and follow it.
I have to ask, would you have done anything to the door before you go?
Would I have done it?
Like closed it? No?
No.
Cool. The door's open, but as James steps through the archway, he is no longer visible to the eye.
I'm gonna poke my wand in the head of me
I'm just gonna walk in.
Yeah,
as
I'm
you,
with there.
as all of you walk in, you are all able.
Ha ha ha.
We're
We're in a little tavern.
Yeah, it's like, what? Is this a carnival?
All of you walk through and find yourselves in a small, dark, only maybe 6 feet in height corridor. There is soft flickering light that you can't place, but immediately the smell of the outside is gone. This is interior. This is rooms that don't get opened often or aired out.
So,
James, behind you is the door. You see this. All of you now inside are now in a completely blank corridor, and you don't see any doors.
Okay, I'm
Poor
gonna
Tate,
try
you got
and
rid of us
grab
at the wrong
someone.
time.
so
Can I like touch the walls and see if like there's
Yes.
stuff that I'm
One, two. Anyone else doing something right now?
I just said that I'm trying to grab at someone or something.
Cool. Oh yeah, easily grab it because you can see it. It's not like it's pitch black. That's easy. So
Oh,
James,
okay.
what are you doing right now?
I just had a couple questions. I was wondering if I could like kind of find out why the door was visible to me, and then I was wondering, are there any other doors in this corridor that I can see?
You already, I can tell you. It's just like in looking around, you don't see anything too closely.
Okay.
What do you? I'll ask. What do you want to use for a check for this door? You could use intelligence, investigation, insight, perception, history. Like I can't think of any right or wrong answer for a
Yeah.
check. 'Cause
Care for
there's
magical creatures.
I could do.
because I had a merit on my shoulder.
It's a Martin.
Martin, why did I?
Perception or insight.
Go ahead and roll an insight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a weird.
10.
10. You are the only person, and as you can tell, even from now, this giant werewolf that's like hunkered over, like, because Zach, you're filling up the entryway. All of you are in here.
Yeah, I'm
Only
just gonna hold on to
you
Zach.
are seeing this like doorway, and you can see the outside. You can see that the door you left is open.
Actually, shoot. Because if something comes in here, I don't want it to see the door. So I'm thinking about going back and closing it, but I don't know.
You could just yell up at one of us to close it.
well, but
Well,
it's
you
that
can't see
Narnia thing
it.
about like should
You
you shut
guys
yourself into
can't
this
see
weird
the
dimension.
door. Like, Brigitte, this is what's a little terrifying is now that you're in this corridor, there's no door behind you. It's as if you appeared here.
I'll go
Weird.
up and close the door.
You close the door behind you. James, as you close the door stays. But again, to everyone else, James has put his hand through wall and grabbed something that should not exist. And then, for you, James, you've closed the door.
Yeah.
To everyone else, everything has remained the same.
Okay. And then I'll just keep walking down the corridor.
Left or right?
Oh, so it's like a
Yes.
you
There's,
enter in the middle and it goes that
Yeah.
way. Gotcha. Left.
you start walking left. Does everyone want
Yes.
to go left?
I'm literally on.
You're
for
on.
that.
You're for the
I
right.
am following the group.
As
Is that,
you
like,
all
under
leave.
any other
Do I
circumstances?
still have my broom?
You do.
Yeah.
I'll say you and Mara are able to like hold on to your brooms, but it is very low wall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As you all walk around,
I'm probably like breaking
Well, hey,
something. trying to
after
shove
a
myself
moment
in
in walking left, James, you turn around and see the corridor stretching. It's only been about a minute, and yet already you can't see where you've come from. And all of you, it's been walking along this corridor.
That's
I
great.
have
As you all keep going, though, after a moment, you can't help but hear something. It almost sounds like a faint buzz, almost speaking. Like the faintest sound of vocal cords in something being said.
Like whispering, or
Almost as in that when someone's talking from far away, it sounds like a whisper, and yet you're hearing the buzz because they're speaking completely normally, and the buzz just resonates softly.
Can we understand what they're saying?
It's possible if you keep going closer, you think. Yes.
So, do I have those spells I mentioned the last session I was here?
You've been able to... You've basically gotten to talk to animals because of this, but the other one is going to be a little bit of like real-world casting, rolling of the dice. Just if you were curious. Yeah, no, good question. Sorry, I forgot to answer that one. If you were to go closer, because it sounds like it's further up on this passageway. Do you?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
As you all walk along, you hear the voice. And James and Cody, you hear unmistakably. Right, now, I mean, obviously, we've got to play it defensively. Slytherin's been very offensive this team. But I'm sure we'll be fine. And you almost are hearing your Quidditch captain talking strategy.
It's James. No,
As-
Rose Weasley.
Rose Weasley. And
Is this the stupid underground people who do all the
as you're
They're fixing
walking
fights.
closer, James, after a while, you at some point stop because the further you walk, her voice sounds farther.
Oh my goodness.
But if you step back, it sounds closer.
These are secret passages through Hogwarts. To different places.
Wait, okay.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, can you
Here
see
we
because
go.
you paid the toll because you bet with the people for Quidditch?
You don't know. They could be. I mean, James, but yes, there comes that point where moving forward and backwards, if you keep moving forward, her voice will get farther away. But you haven't seen anything.
I'll go back. I want to listen to the conversation.
You listen in. Sure. And most of you can because a lot of you are able to somewhat hear this. Even though it sounds like, again, that listening through a door or wall. But you're hearing, right now, I mean, these first years, I mean, they're going to college, but, I mean, getting Spattergroy right on top of Hurricane is not helpful. But, honestly, I can't deny, he's a pretty damn good flyer. And, I mean, honestly, the other's not too bad. I mean, but going, and spends about 2 minutes or so just talking strategy. You immediately all get the feeling this is like someone talking out loud to themselves. There doesn't seem to be any other recipient as of the moment.
I'll just type in with a whisper. And that James Black is so great.
Hello?
And then I'll just keep walking.
And then you start walking away.
Could I have like felt the wall though, to see if it was solid?
The wall's completely solid. Any of you can, like, every so often, everything is tangible. Nothing here is ethereal to the touch or smell.
Oh, shoot,
I
we
think that's
brought
important.
A werewolf
For
with us into the castle.
Yep.
James,
Zach realizes what they're
you said you were walking forward, though, again.
Yeah. If we find another one.
As you walk forward, after about another minute and a half, you see a door coming up. None of you see this. You can tell them, like, hey, no one else sees a door. As you approach, you see this door is not unlike the one you came from. And in fact, it almost seems very identical.
Okay. I'll open it.
You open it, and all of you see the door open, if but for a moment, and then wall again. But James, you open it and look out, and you see the exterior of the Quidditch pitch.
So, yeah, I'll walk through it.
James walks through and is gone. You don't see him anymore.
If I turn around, is there a door there?
Yes, there is.
I'll open up the door and I'll walk back
You
through.
walk back through, and all of you see James come back in.
I mean, I experienced that with him.
Yes, you see. It's very weird though in that wall. No, because unlike Platform 9 3/4, where every so often there does seem to be that bit of shift where you feel like, oh, I'm just walking through nothing. This is like, this is wall. It has to be wall. I'm about to hit wall. I'm not. To all of you, you see, yeah, it's a little dig in the claw. But James, you are stepping out and back and forth between the Quidditch pitch.
1 point for every.
I'll just say you guys don't want to go out that way. Walk backwards.
And you start walking back.
Yeah.
Why not?
Just the other. We gotta go. Like,
I'm gonna stick my head out through the wall to try and see
Are
what
you
he
going
saw.
to try to move out?
Just
You-
like stick my head out.
And because James, you didn't say close the door, Mara, you stick your head through what shouldn't exist and poke your head out and see the exterior of the Quidditch pitch.
What is it?
I stick my head.
And I'll just like come back and
Full
after she
werewolf
does
head.
that, I'll just go close the door and then
Close
I'll
the door.
start walking.
Cool. And you start walking back the way you came.
Why'd you tell us not to go out then?
As you walk back,
Can we make sure we get the werewolf back in the forest?
They'll be fine.
as you walk back, you no longer hear Rose Weasley's voice at all. And after a few minutes, James, coming up on then your right, where spatially you're feeling like, okay, this should be about where I left it. You find a door, you open it and look through, and it is back in the forest.
What about the other way if we went right
Yeah. Let's do it.
when we came in originally? Like if I keep walking past the door?
You walk past the door.
I don't like how slowly he's saying that.
Mm-hmm.
A few minutes pass as you all walk along. Again, I would say not a lot being said as this is all very tense.
Yeah.
After a moment, James, you see a door coming up on your right, along the same wall that the one you found. And within a matter of moments, coming up on the door, you see that this door, again, almost similar completely. The subtle changes not seeming any significance, of course, just maybe the way the wood has kind of scraped away or the way it was made, but still very much the same design.
Yeah, I'll open it. Just because I'm curious.
You open it and see yourself reflected. It's that very scary, and realize it's a mirror.
It's a mirror
And you are looking and immediately realize you are in a bathroom.
Do I recognize the bathroom?
You've never seen this bathroom ever.
It's my
This is
bathroom.
not the school, as the floor is very wooden. The stalls seem to have been painted a kind of muted red, but as it is notable, there are urinals on the wall. Therefore,
Okay.
you can immediately assume you must be in a men's restroom.
Okay. And then, is that pretty much the end of the corridor?
Excuse me, I told you wrong. Sorry. There are no urinals.
No urinals.
Yes.
So it's a women's.
Is there a box on the window? I mean,
Okay. And I can't hear anyone in there.
Gotta do my mental math, make sure I'm telling you right. You do not hear anything.
Okay. And then, is that the end of the corridor that we were walking down?
No.
Okay. I'll just close that, pretend like I mistakenly...
Unfortunately, it's like, it's
Oh.
very,
Yeah.
like, you'd have to do, like, it's a DC 25 to, like,
Gotcha.
oh, no,
we do
nothing.
like a stacking
yeah, no.
heads thing.
Okay.
Well, because again, Cody's on your shoulder the
That's
whole
true,
time
I
to
forgot
kind of, like,
about
help. Well, also to be that, like,
Yeah.
second in case of danger, like, I'm helping.
That was just a bathroom.
That's the
That's
school.
weird.
Like at school bathroom.
The Martin just looks at you like.
I mean, a bathroom's a bathroom, so...
I'm
So,
being fair.
no.
Like I wouldn't assume that it's a not the school bathroom.
Yeah.
Like I'd just be like, which floor though?
Do
Like
you
that
know
would-
where in the school it was?
Wait, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So, when I found the door, I saw the tracks that led to it.
Yes.
Which way did the tracks go?
Go ahead and make me a history check. It's been a while.
Yeah, I forgot to ask that. I didn't even
I'm
think
so
about it.
dumb. Yeah, we all got so excited.
That's
a
a
No.
20.
Yes.
He rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yes.
Oh. The footsteps went to the left.
Okay.
The way you originally followed until you stopped.
So they went to the Quidditch pitch.
Yeah, they did.
I will say there was a bit of corridor beyond the Quidditch pitch,
Oh.
as far as you could tell.
Okay.
Oh,
But, like-
Yeah, he asked if there were any further doors.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't hear that then
No,
because
that's
what I
okay.
heard is just, oh, I want to walk backwards after seeing the pitch. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
So then what I'll do is I'll just say, hey guys, like the footprints went left. Like I do think we need to come back here later on and investigate this way, but let's follow the footprints for now because someone was in the forest that shouldn't have been.
Have you closed the door yet to the door you're at?
Yeah.
I stuck my giant wolf head through. Some person using.
Can you imagine how bad anyone would poo their pants, lose all bowels,
Well, I mean,
then you're just
Convenient spot.
who knows where? I haven't told you.
Help them
You
get
walk
past that
into a bathroom
constipation they
and a werewolf is just right there.
I see now why Sirius thought it was funny.
They
Just
walk
show
out
up
of
in
the
room.
urinal and then they just.
Okay. I have a question though. Since we like have tracks to follow and everything, and like now we're in this same weird extra dimensional space, can Cody and Zach now pick up the scent again because we're in the same place that they moved to? Does that make sense?
Yes, Dungeon Master, yeah.
Go ahead and roll.
Me?
Both of you can.
Alex is
Zach
like, I'm
and
very
Cody.
interested.
We're living
Yeah.
the sweet life.
Living the sweet life.
Wait, you
It's
get to roll.
smell, right?
Eleanor,
Perception?
I was lifting that. Because it's on smell, yeah?
Yeah. That's either a nat 1 or a nat 20.
Whee!
It's a 24.
Oh my gosh.
Nat 20.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. As
That's
you
a
guys
pretty good
smell,
rolls, yeah.
at this kind of like door leading to this bathroom, you start smelling, and I'll give you a couple things. I'll start with Cody first. Cody, immediately you are smelling yourself and your friends. You're not smelling the scent from earlier. In fact, you're not smelling much of any other scent in this corridor. Zach, as you sniff around on a natural 20, you smell through what shouldn't exist, through a door you cannot see, sweet, warm, frothy drinks.
The 3 broomsticks.
You're in animal force with the 3 broomsticks. It smells
You
like
don't know what the
Okay,
three broomsticks are.
no,
You're
I have a
first.
sibling. I have an older sibling that would have told me about 3 broomsticks and Hogsmeade.
I gotta play it fair though. I can't just let you guys.
So it's this bar in Hogsmeade that like 3rd years and up can go to.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a bar?
It's like okay,
It's
they
a bar.
sell like warm
Pub.
drinks like hot chocolate,
Yeah, that's
soda
better.
English
beer,
pub.
that sort of thing.
Bar
Drinks.
in
That's
Europe
against the
means
Lord of
something
Wisdom.
completely different than it does in America.
Yeah,
Okay.
whereas
Like,
like,
we would go to
yeah,
bars
adults
this
could
year
also
to
get
get, like,
an alcoholic beverage at the 3 broomsticks. This is more just like,
You would go
hey,
to a bar as missionaries to get coffee.
Well, it wasn't
What-
actually. It's like the fake version.
yeah,
So
right, like
that,
it's,
that's
it's
what you just said. That is a sentence
So,
you just
technically-
said.
it's a town outside of Hogwarts. It's Hogsmeade. Can you tell them that, please? I get it. I can't talk.
I'm half tempted to
I'm
just
in
transform to human right where I'm at, but I get down for
Great,
it.
dude. So,
Oh.
little Martin. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, he's dying again. Cody, you can
That would be so
transform.
funny.
Yes.
She says it's a place down in the town that you can visit.
The wolf
So
is
what's
getting
your-
so mad that you
Your
misgendered
barks,
them.
your little wolf, are echoing slightly.
No,
down
I
the
want to let you know
corridors.
that like they're pissed because she and
Just
said
say
that.
Zach. Just say Zach.
I did
Just
close
is
the door though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
okay.
saying. It's like, but echoing slightly.
Yeah.
Brr,
But I'll,
It's okay, Zach.
brr,
so I assume
You are a
Cody's just a
werewolf
dumb
right
boy.
now. That is the last thing on my mind.
I assume you relay the
Like a little
information.
shake.
That's fair. That's
Technically,
fair.
they're always a werewolf.
Well, but like currently in wolf form.
Yeah,
actually.
but that's just our
Like
being a
if they could speak, it's like come
Zach,
on,
Cody,
dude.
Cody is just Cody. It's okay. It's okay.
That is
Yeah.
literally the last thing
So
on
yes,
my mind.
I assume you relay the information.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'll be like thinking in the back of my mind like, this could be a good business venture right here. If they're first or second years and they want to go to Hogsmeade, you know,
It's just like
I
guiding
can,
people through the passage.
That's
Yeah,
Zach,
it's
like,
like
run
my
with them or something.
I could be a
And
tour
I-
guide for first and second years.
You just
See, he's trying to make money too.
high poisoning people.
No! I'm just gonna sell things!
So,
Self
and then I'll
poison.
just start walking to the left again.
You're starting to walk to the left.
Doesn't
Back
make
the way
sense.
you came.
Yeah.
Cutting back through, because nothing happens. As you make back to where you originally were,
Okay, so
checking around, you slightly see enough of the mud track. Again, it quickly fades, as would like someone who just only stepped in
How big
the
are
forest.
the feet for the tracks? Like, can I look at them now or no?
Actually, wait.
Because I want to know, like, is it a kid or?
I have to be completely fair. Give me a second.
That's fair.
I have big feet. I have a big head, little arms. I'm not sure.
You, James, you triple check. Because as you get to the door, you look, this is the door leading back into the forest. And yet, as you check, there are no more footprints to be found.
You gonna put it
The
with
footprints, what you can't tell, no investigation needed because it was already discovered by Brigitte. And Brigitte, you can make note of this through looking. The tracks do still lead up to the door.
Which
But inside this corridor,
Yeah,
there
no
are no
tracks.
longer any tracks at all.
Okay. Are our footprints still there?
No.
So no tracks whatsoever.
No tracks whatsoever.
Interesting. But were the tracks that you guys saw, were they big? Like, were they kids' feet? Or were they
well, you
professors'
can see
feet?
them in the ruins.
You can kind of see them in the ruins.
Yeah, that's what I meant,
These
but
seem
I
to be-
apparently didn't see them. He said I
It's hard to tell because it's like they are ambiguous enough. Like, I'll just give it off. These could be large enough to be like a student, or small enough to be a professor.
Okay,
right?
how heavy are they?
That's
how
gonna
deep do they
require investigation checks. 1 second, Mara, and I'll come back to that.
Sorry, just because going back to the whole the footprints disappeared, like, I'm trying to figure out if this is some sort of, like, magical thing that the coordinator does, either, like, rearranging or, like, sweeping tracks or, like, blah, blah, blah. Here's my thing. I'm not sure what sort of check I'm allowed to make. Can it be a divination check? Because I'm just kind of, like, gazing into the abyss, being like, what happened here magically?
I want to say no, just
Okay.
because. I gotta. I don't know how to say that. It's like I think no, just because magical theory would make more sense for something you don't magically know. Leah, you can make me. You're trying to study footprints. This is
Yeah.
going to be
16.
a pure investigation roll.
Okay.
16. Okay.
Please roll good. Please roll good.
Oh, it is.
I'm sorry, I'm so happy. I'm not sorry at all. What am I saying?
You are able to immediately see through the indents of the shoes. These look to be some sort of standard school type of shoe. It's the first thing you're noticing, which is ambiguous in the sense of crap. That could mean anyone.
Okay.
But what you are able to see is it does look indented enough to be a professor or someone a little bit larger than your average student or child.
Can I tell
Harry.
also by like the stride, like how long the legs are?
Not at all.
Roughly.
That's
Any
not.
billowing cape marks on the side of the
Okay.
walls?
Also, another thing that I was wondering about the stride was also like, were they running or were they walking?
Walking.
Okay.
Walking. But there's no way to tell because it's very hard to gauge stride, I'm going to say, unless someone is running or doing something. Like, people who are just walking or moving, you're not going to find much.
That's fair. Okay, cool. Guys, I think this was someone heavy enough to be an adult. Like, probably a professor.
Can I try to just
So not Charles.
Hey, can I
familiarize myself with the scent?
do the same thing but
You
smell the
can't.
footprint?
This is
That's
actually pretty
interesting.
interesting. I would love for you guys to make me more of these perception scent checks.
Hey, can you tell me what my 16 magic
Yeah.
theory
Oh,
did, if anything?
Yes, I will in a second.
that.
I'm really
Because
sad
your
this is
16 plays into what's
It's
about.
an 8.
This is fucking
20?
interesting.
I
For
swear!
a 26.
I got
What?
Eight.
Oh my
What is
gosh.
it
Cody,
about you people
as
with
you
memories?
smell, this is what happens. You and Mara discover something a little bit at the same time. On a 26, you start sniffing. The scent has faded drastically, which shouldn't be possible in the time span of a few minutes. And Mara, You don't think it's been a few minutes because you don't see the moon shining through the same way it did.
Oh no.
Time is
As
different.
you're noticing that, yes, in fact, time has moved much.
We're so
Shit,
screwed.
shit, shit, this is what happened to Max!
Okay.
Oh no.
Is he
I-
been?
He was missing for like months. He saw a professor, that shady, and then no memory. He was missing for months.
He was stuck in there for how long?
Can we get out immediately and like find out what day it is?
Anyone looking at
Well, it'd be the
who
same
would
day.
have a watch? I
Because
gotta
we have a
ask.
werewolf.
I would.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll,
And
it's
inside-
outside my
European
wolf
thing.
board.
Braxton totally found my little loophole because Zach, exiting, you're still in wolf form.
It's the same day. It's the same
Well,
night.
Oh my goodness. Also,
I like you wouldn't piece any
because
of that
I do
together.
notice that in America, like
I
it's
feel
more
like
common for Americans.
it's more.
Yeah.
It is more common
I
culture
had
for
watched
Americans to
through
have
all of high
watches.
school.
Yeah. So,
But-
question, would I also have a lighter?
No,
I have
that's
two in my backpack.
This,
Why would
Cody
you
might.
bother
Well,
when I
Cody,
can
you
Zach
might
has-
have one,
I have
but
seven.
it would be like up in the dorm because you were
Yeah,
using it
but
for
I didn't know
some
you
of the
before.
stuff you were trying to do earlier.
But now it's a
I
lot
have
easier
many
because
yeah.
I know you.
Leah,
Come on.
I would say this,
Okay, like.
and I wonder. Let me just.
Yeah, I'm gonna start like breathing a little heavily because I'm like, what time is it? What time is it?
Here, can I like? Because I see all this going. Can I put a paw, and then I point to my snout?
Well, come on.
Moon.
I would have gotten that.
Moon. Moon.
I
Oh
would have
yeah,
gotten
and
that.
it's easy.
Moon
Again,
Moon would have gotten
I'm
that.
not
I'm
gonna
not that
make it
stupid.
where it's like, oh, you have to change. It's easy enough to
Okay.
quick change
Thank
to
you,
be like,
Zach.
hey, we're good.
Thank you, Zach. Cool.
Brigitte
okay,
and
what time
Leah
is it?
checking the watch that you
Brigitte
have.
has a watch?
No, I'm saying it's like you two, because again, it's like you're being the closest.
Oh,
Easy
okay.
enough to check your wrist. It is 5:35 a.m.
Holy flip, I'm gonna be so tired.
Oh, can we go to bed?
I want to follow the way that he went still.
You want to follow the way that you want?
We gotta be
I
fast.
do.
We gotta
Okay,
be fast.
yeah, so I'll just start running.
I'm gonna follow too
Is everyone
because
bucking
I
up?
do want to know.
Well, we do have brooms.
Poor
That's
Tate.
true. Is there enough room?
What?
Is there
See a
enough
lot
room
of
to
people.
fly in the corridor?
Here's what I will
It's a
say.
6 foot tall
A
corridor.
werewolf booking it behind
we were out
two
of the
people on
corridor.
brooms, it is possible, doing the mental math and the weight,
Someone can
it's
be on me.
yes, it will be faster, even not being proficient. If like Brigitte and Leah, you would have to choose to go with either James or Mara, and as a Martin, you could hop on someone's shoulders or even on Zach's back, as Zach just kind of just boom, boom, boom. So I have to ask, who's going with who?
Who's smaller out of Brigitte and Leah?
I think technically, Brigitte, you
That's
are
what I
smaller than Leah.
So you should go with her just because she's not. Her broom is being a jerk. Don't get mad at me.
I don't know if it matters, but
Okay,
whatever.
then cool. I don't care then. I just thought you were going to make her roll some really stupid stuff.
No, it's just I have to know.
I'm gonna go with Mara, if that's okay. That works.
Sweet. As you all hop on and zoom down the passage, within a few moments you find the door. James, you can open it. Quidditch pitch.
But we wanted to go to the
Almost
next
looks like the sun is starting to rise. Like the dawn looks warm.
one. I thought that
Okay.
we wanted to go to the next door.
Do you
And then-
want to
yeah, we
see it
keep
from another
going.
door? As you zoom along, I have to make a roll. You come to a four-way fork in the road.
Oh,
Holy
gee.
frick.
You find yourself from where you just came, and there's left, right, and forward, and you don't see any doors immediately.
Should we come back
We
to
should
this?
just get out on the pitch.
Yeah.
Okay, out on the pitch, you go back immediately, coming out now much warmer in the sky, checking your watch. 6 a.m.
Okay, guys, we can still get to class and not get in
And-
trouble. Okay, let's go.
Zach immediately crunching, breaking, ripping sound as Zach shrinks, breaks. Martin, the little Martin just falls off.
painful than how I do it.
Oh my god.
Zach
Zach,
falls
Zach.
to the ground. And Zach, unfortunately, you are a little nude right now because the meetup space. You
I
are
take off
my
my
bro.
cloak.
Here you go. You can have this.
Zach
I need to get back
cloaked
to the
up.
forest. I need to get back to the clearing. My stuff's over there.
Oh, right.
Because Zach, a professor usually meets you all in the morning to get ready.
Like someone needs to.
You can run to the coach. I will say this: You can run to the pitch with a cloak and probably get away. You might get a little reprimanded.
Done.
But the
I
rest
have to
of
go, I
you
need to steal someone's
cannot be seen with Zach then.
Right. Yeah.
I
And
need
then-
someone's cloak. I'll return it later.
Okay. Take
Cool.
it.
Done.
Zach will
I'm
get
gonna
you.
drop it off in the middle of the woods. I'll get it afterwards.
I need the 5 of you then. We'll go to Zach later. You 5. I need a group stealth.
I just turned into a little
Okay.
and climb up
No,
the side
you're
of
true,
the
yeah.
building.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh god.
Wow, she's really good.
I'm gonna wait and see whatever. I rolled a 13, so I'm gonna wait and see what everyone else rolls to see if I need the Tides of Chaos.
I got nat 20.
Ooh, a
I don't
natural
know how.
20.
I don't know how.
No, 11.
11, 13, nat 20, and...
You should Tides of Chaos it.
Is it bad? Should I Tides of Chaos mine?
Yes.
So
Well,
let's
he
see.
hasn't answered. He could have rolled like anything.
His face was like,
5?
A
Oh,
5.
I am Tides of Chaos.
crap.
That's a 15. So like not great, but
20 always
Go
becomes
ahead
2.
and let's wild magic it.
and it's at a 10 now. 15. Oh, now I rolled a natural 15. That could have been a 20 for my stealth if I'd rolled that for stealth. Gosh darn it.
A 15. And a 15 plus a nat 20 gives you the majority using the nat 20 for the 4 of you.
Thank goodness.
As Cody just became a Martin. And just
Okay.
as the 4 of you rush back to the castle,
Cheat codes
Yeah,
to
you
this
do.
game.
slipping into the
Same with
great
Archie.
hall,
Archie just has cheat codes.
So annoying.
That's
you
awesome.
see, like, getting in, standing there, and as you then turn, coming down the stairs, you just hear, oh, right, you see Professor Lupin, Teddy Lupin, coming down the stairs, just, early breakfast, right? Thought we'd taking a stroll myself. Save me some of that delicious food, won't you? And he strolls away and thinks you are all just early morning risers for breakfast.
Come on, Professor.
As you all breathe heavily, no one really noticing the small Martin that's curled up inside of James's cloak, will say.
It looks like a
It
tumor.
looks like a
Okay,
pet.
but also like
Zach, you book it.
And then, like,
to the
before I
woods.
get to the clearing,
Professor sees
I
you
dump the
recognize
cloak
without
because
a
I know
weapon.
it's Slytherin robes.
I need you to make me, though, a
You do this
constitution
like
check.
right now, like, sneak around
with
the Martin and stuff.
Disadvantage because you always get disadvantage on any checks for 3 days past.
Right!
That's one of the disadvantages of getting to be a werewolf once a
3?
month.
I'll take the 3.
You'll take the 3.
Oh my.
Zach, it takes you a good 10 minutes because you are so your body is physically ripped of energy right now. It was used so much in that night that you don't realize as you book it
I
into
drop off the cloak
the
because it's
clearing.
Slytherin, so it's annoying.
you. I'll say, do you drop it? Okay.
I drop it off in a bush about half of a Quidditch field away from Hagrid's hut.
Cool.
So I am running through name. But,
I gotta make a check now.
dang it!
As interesting.
It was just more to get across the glen, you know, seeing a
Yeah.
student streaking.
You, a streaking student would, in fact, probably cause a lot of problems.
Probably.
As you make it to the clearing, you hear your twin talking with Professor Lou. Just, I don't know where they went. As you book it immediately,
I feel
Professor
like this
Lupin
would be-
very graciously not looking as you grab your stuff. Immediately,
I
he is
never-
whisking out like some regenerative potion stuff that it's not going to help again take away these disadvantages, but enough that you'll be able to breathe and start to slowly understand what's going on. As he gets the cloak to you, we're going to cut back to our people inside.
Cool. I have an idea that I want to discuss with Japes.
Yeah.
I have a couple ideas of my own as
So-
well. So.
You know, the don't want to put it pitch. No one would know we had to go to the forest, for that one.
Uh-huh.
Can you help me take Max and see if it jogs his memory being in the passage?
Yes.
Not
So
tonight.
it's almost breakfast.
No,
I
right
have a
now.
This
question.
is 6 a.m. I will say this. Here's what I want you all
What
to
time do
realize.
classes start?
You're not feeling fatigued.
Yes.
Like,
Oh,
it's one of
thank
those, like,
goodness, right?
you're feeling like it's
That's
the
nice.
natural tired of the day, but it's not like, oh, I just pulled an all-nighter running through
No, it's
tunnels.
just like I feel
This
like
is
I'm
like
getting
a,
ready for bed.
Hey,
type
I'm
of-
ready to go to sleep, but you're not ready to, like, die.
Right.
That is so
Um,
cool.
Okay. Interesting.
yes. if that helped with it. And this is about 6 a.m. breakfast. Like, you're seeing maybe 1 or 2 other students. Like, no one really that you notice yet.
Can I
will
actually
make.
meet them at breakfast after the whole potion?
I'm
They,
just
Zach,
planning on
you're going to
getting
be
a lot of
taken up
extra
to
breakfast.
a private room just to like recuperate, because it's
Oh,
like
that's cool.
before classes, and like it can take a good, again, usually at max 3 days, but you might not be ready for classes again, and professors know this, for like 1 to 2, so you might not make anything.
Oh, okay.
Here's what I'm about to say. I gotta make a roll for you guys. Interesting.
Are we like at the Great Hall? for
Yes, the
breakfast?
entrance hall.
Okay, when we do eventually get to breakfast, I'm planning on like getting a whole bunch of extra food for Zach and Mars, because I'm guessing that they're gonna need food, and since I'm not seeing them at breakfast, they need
She
food.
knows the way into our common room.
I do.
Yeah.
And it's a
Okay.
riddle, so anyone can get in the Ravenclaws.
Well, okay. Never
It's
mind.
just more
we'll
like
get to it.
his-
We'll get to
I
it.
know.
As you are all
Yes,
sitting there,
Thanks.
no one that you know comes down the stairs, and after a while you can go in and get food.
Cool.
After a moment, in just talking, and like again, when it's not like official feast, people can really sit anywhere. There's always a stigma of sitting at your table. You guys are all free though to like sit down and eat together, just chill and vibe. But after a few minutes of slowly eating, again, simple, like today is like scones, different preserves, light juices.
Like
Are
here
there any
scones or
meats?
what scones are supposed to be?
Right.
Because I apparently
Yeah.
got apparently
Scones
the
in
things
Britain are biscuits.
Yeah,
apparently the
Well,
things
they're
I
a
thought were
little
scones my
different.
entire life are not scones.
yeah. But as you're
Because
sitting
they're
there,
like denser and sweeter in England than like
Running
Francis.
up to you, red anger, is Rose Weasley. Sees you two. Bloody hell, right? I didn't realize you were getting big up. I thought we were going to meet up in the common room. Come down together, right? Team spirit.
Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
Right, we got our first game in just a couple hours, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like
First years.
potions
So
have
sorry.
been kicking their butts.
We're the worst.
We've been really needing to help.
Yeah.
listen,
I've been-
fine. Just
I've been waking up early to catch up.
thought
on
we
all
were
my
going to do it
stuff.
as a team.
I don't think that was communicated clearly. I'm sorry.
You never blame them. You never blame
Bleary,
them.
bleary-eyed, walking in behind her are Tate and Graham. Tate sees you and immediately just.
Tar gives the cheekiest wave.
Like, I'm gonna do this to him.
You can't be that blatantly obvious.
Rose is looking at us.
She's looking at
Rose
him.
is no, you guys. She's looking at all because
Okay,
of course
then I'm
she's
not
like
gonna do that.
like
And she's looking straight at us. so
Yes.
no.
But as Rose was just like, well,
Sorry.
get breakfast. Matches at 10. I mean, we got a couple hours, but that's why we're gonna
Oh,
rest
yeah,
and sleep in and get.
So sorry. Next time we'll be there.
She's regretting having so many first
Just-
years on her team.
We'll do great. It's gonna be a good game. And Rose heads off. Tate immediately
I mean,
right
we
up
could
to
chuck
you
some
guys.
pebbles like you guys did with us.
Tate runs up, just. What the
It was-
bloody hell?
Look. Tate.
I was sitting out there for hours. There's no way in Merlin's saggy left shoe that I'm gonna run back into the forest to find you.
It's
How'd you
okay.
get back?
I don't want to think about
I
how
wait.
it goes.
Back to the common room. I almost got caught twice by Phil.
I
We
think,
found the secret
honestly,
passage.
I think James would just start losing.
Oh yeah, it's not like sleep deprived laughter of
Yeah.
like you haven't gone to bed yet. It's like
You are
You
a
know,
homie,
that's what you get for bombarding Brigitte.
and I owe you so much.
like well, I already knew that, mate.
I'm
You're
sorry.
fine.
Okay. Look.
You guys,
I
yeah.
haven't-
Okay,
Can
sorry. Werewolf. What happened?
Yes, they're fine.
We're not Tate, those
Look.
words are not supposed to be used in this castle.
This is something
We're
we're
not
gonna
the great
talk.
hole with everyone
We're gonna
around.
talk
It's
about
gonna be
this
their time
in
of
the
the
room.
month.
What?
Look.
Hilarious.
You just an 11-year-old boy.
Yeah. No. Like
Still
not
an
at all.
idiot.
Okay. We're gonna talk about this in the room tonight.
Fine, but like, I'm sorry, you're just out in the forest all night. Cause like we've got a game today.
I
We
know.
weren't.
Okay, you're not helping.
What? I'm sorry, you came back
honestly, I
and
think-
didn't tell me!
I think James would
We
just like
found
start
the
throwing in
passage, it was
details,
time
but like
travel.
not really
Just
realizing.
to
Like,
mess with Porte?
no, like not intentionally,
Oh,
but like I
okay.
think like he's just so
Trying to
tired.
tell a story, but there's so much to
It's
explain.
like, oh,
look.
right.
Can I
We lost
try
the
to
tracks,
cast
like,
Goodberry
the tracks
to
disappeared.
maybe help them out? You know, give them a little like extra boost, almost
you
like,
even
hey,
know
try
about
this
that
energy drink
spell?
kind of thing. What?
Here's what.
I kind of want to watch the
Well,
Quidditch game.
can I have
Study your spells?
Nope.
I
I've
want
been
to watch
very
the Quidditch
specific
game.
about
You guys
some of
got
them.
a zombie.
This is
No,
my
like this was
future.
only from
Was
like
this
3
one you
sessions
already
ago.
Guess what, though, Zach? Here's what's wild. You're
Is it like I'm
out.
drunk for the
You're
next
out.
3 days?
It's more like you are at 5 levels of exhaustion for the next 3 days, basically. You, my
You're
friend,
recovering.
are. You got lucky. I was gonna get you so hard with, here we go, Hufflepuffy and Ravenclaw right after, because I knew you would have wanted to play, but you would have been at disadvantage. You got lucky. So sorry you're not gonna make
Thanks
the
for
match.
missing, by the way.
You're welcome.
You
If-
saved my schedule.
If Cody hadn't have poorly Animagus transformed, Zach would have probably lost the match.
But hey, it worked out in the long run.
It did.
I got a better
Um,
deal than what I was expecting.
You can try Cat's but you have a bunch of scones, preserves, fruits, and juices in front of you. This is going to be a pure raw magical theory check.
Are there any meats at all for breakfast?
There's like eventually some sausage. 12. You poke a pear, and the pear turns a violent magenta,
Ah.
and anyone that eats it, it just tastes like a pear. It's
I'm
just a
just
pear.
be like, no, I'm not even gonna lay on it. I'm gonna be like, that went wrong. Don't touch this.
Okay.
That's probably poison.
Purple pear.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab like a bunch of sausages, but then a bunch of other foods and everything. And I'm gonna go ahead and I think
Carbo
leave
load,
before
guys.
anyone
Carbo
else,
load.
and go up to the Ravenclaw common room.
Cool. Would anyone go with Leah?
I
Wow!
guess I might.
Well, yeah. I'm just curious because it's like there's a lot that can happen before the match.
Wow.
There's a lot of time. That's fair.
Okay.
What?
I think
I
would
keep you
try to
guys
catch
safe
couple
as a
hours
transformed
of
werewolf.
sleep
No, it's fine.
That's
That's totally fair. There's 4 hours before the match. You can definitely
I think
just.
I would go get 3 hours of sleep and then come back an hour before. and
That
then
makes
leave.
sense.
Yeah.
Okay, who are we playing against?
Slytherin.
This is versus Slytherin. They're not on the team, but it's
Okay.
that like
I know.
you want
I now
to see
have
the
to hate
match.
you guys. I'm,
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
Physically, we are
You
at
want a purple
rivals.
pear?
You want a purple pear? After this could be poison.
Yeah,
Leah,
let's say what you said.
poison
you grab
pear?
a
Want
bunch
to
of
alone in
food.
this school with a bunch
A
of
pair of
crazies.
poison purple pears?
Like really?
Leah, you walk
Okay.
all the way up to the Ravenclaw Tower.
Thank you for laughing.
Yeah.
It was
I don't
funny,
have
but
my
I'm
robes.
trying to make sure.
August, I don't have my robes.
You-
I just have my uniform.
Would the uniforms have a Slytherin?
That is
I
true. She
do
gave
have
her
to
rope.
say though.
Don't uniforms have like an insignia?
Yeah,
on
they
them?
do have insignia, so you wouldn't have your outer robes, but you would still have an
You know
insignia.
my
I have a headscarf, just a plain headscarf. I'm just gonna have
But
it
like,
around my neck and like.
I
hanging
gotta,
down.
I
You
gotta
can
be
look
fair.
at my character picture.
But you've got a tie, you've got
I
clothes.
can put the tie in my pocket.
I gotta be completely fair. There's gonna be some markings you are not a Ravenclaw.
Okay, well I'm
Let me
gonna
see.
go ahead and hide what I can
Okay.
as casually as I can.
You know, you could always try to take.
Also, it's Saturday. You don't have to
Can
be
I?
in your robes.
It's Saturday.
I know, but I don't even have my robes. You have them.
Or, I mean, yeah. I took your cloak. Thank
I'm going to make
you. I'll give
a.
it to you.
If it is Saturday,
Check.
I guess could I just
Yeah.
go?
You make
Yeah.
it to Ravenclaw Tower,
Okay.
and see there are students that are coming in and out. You come up to the knocker though, and like the door's closed before you can get in. What
That's
do you
fine.
do?
What's the question today?
There isn't nothing. Like right now, just looking at it, the knocker is silent.
You have to knock on it, don't you?
Okay, I'm gonna use the knocker and knock.
You knock. 1 second. Let me pull it up.
And you get dressed in more honey.
I do have a 17 for intelligence, so it does make sense that if I can, like, if Lonnie can figure this out, Leah probably can. Hopefully.
Okay.
Let's see when Lonnie completely fails.
Okay. Where did it go? A man who invents it does not want it.
want to say marriage. I'm just saying, like, a lot of.
I said it a couple times.
Consequences.
Excellently reasoned,
I was gonna say virus.
but not of our house.
Dang it!
Oh, Harry got past it.
Yeah!
Because Luna was there.
And she only got in last time because
Fun
virus
fact.
there.
You feel a buzzing, warm feeling. You now have an intelligence score of 7.
What? Is that temporary?
Everything's very fuzzy and weird. As the knocker says, have a pleasant day.
Okay.
I'm gonna knock Zach. Zach.
Can I?
You keep
I'm
knocking
in-
nothing. You're not there because you're not
special
here.
room. Can any of my housemates hear her?
Well, I'm about to make a roll.
Zach!
After a while, a minute or so passes, a Ravenclaw exits, bonks you in the head as they open the door. Oh, sorry, mate. You alright?
No. I'm trying to food for Zach and Mars.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry. Apparently they're in the hospital wing. Not
Oh.
feeling great.
Okay. Where's that?
Feeling alright.
Buzzing. The door is mean.
Oh, you're not Ravenclaw. Yeah.
I'm green.
You can't just come in. You're definitely not.
I'm
okay.
green.
Listen, just keep walking. Find a
Elder.
professor.
Really
Remember high
quick,
school?
7 means
You're
I can
green.
barely understand common, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's why I'm
You're playing
like,
this
talking
so
weird.
well.
Thank you. Okay.
Just find a professor. Only lasts about, I don't know, half a day. You'll be fine.
And I'm like waving my wand around. Professor. Big person.
Right, I'm gonna go. Cause
yeah.
no, bye now. Bye now. They like put your wand down. Full walk away.
I'm gonna like follow them a little bit as best I can.
After a while, they like duck into a secret
You just have
passage
a
through a
minus 2.
tapestry.
You're not completely unintelligent.
But at 6, so 7 you barely understand common.
Yeah, because you have to.
Grog had an intelligence of 6.
I know they like way
You could
overplayed
give a
that.
little credit.
They way
Grog
overplayed
know
Grog.
what
He
to
had
do.
way too good of a vocabulary for
Grog,
his
no intelligence.
Okay.
I have an intelligence of 6. I know what
I know what I do. I'm gonna shove them into a barrel.
Can I do like some sort of check at disadvantage or something to try and remember where the hospital wing would be?
In fact, you can.
Okay.
Check
Alright,
that
what's
beat.
the first letter of the alphabet?
That's a 9.
Let's see. You're trying to
19.
find
I
something.
got a 12.
No, I'll tell. No.
No, that's at disadvantage. I did an intelligence check. Just flat
You are going
intelligence.
to make me a.
Oh wait, but it's a 7 now. Not a.
Would that be survival?
I'm
This
screwed.
is we're gonna call it. It's a history match because it's kind of that history of the castle.
Okay.
And
And I do it with disadvantage or with an intelligence of 7.
you have a
Yes.
-3.
So I do it with the -3. Okay. That is cock, dang it. That's a 10.
So 7.
No, I rolled a 13.
Oh,
It
you rolled
becomes
13. A 10. You have a lovely couple hours wandering around the castle.
Nice.
It is about 8 a.m. and
Holy frick.
you are like
I really care
wandering
about you guys.
into like every so often people see you and it's that like walk to the other side of the corridor because you are just like humming along,
Holding plates of food.
snacking on sausage.
nobody else.
Hospital, and like no one's helping.
I guess when you roll to see if an upperclassman
Do I finally find it?
People back
I'm
home
gonna
have
roll.
helped you, but the people here are kind of jerks.
They really are.
Sorry, I didn't mean. I think I just stepped on your foot. I'm sorry.
After a while,
After 2 hours,
2 hours,
I got a good hike today.
you're wandering the castle.
I'm like going up and down floors.
You look up and realize you are in the dungeons in front of your common room.
Just go to sleep.
You just come on in.
The door opens and you see your prefect, Albus Potter.
Hey,
walking up. Oh,
hospital.
morning.
Hospital.
He's gonna take me to the hospital because I look like me.
I'm sorry. Are you all right? What?
Bad door. Food to the hospital. Zach.
You see a boy with stark blonde hair beside him. First, yes, I swear I'll get done every year. You see, I was just, hey, listen, hey, come down to the pitch. Go if it looks like you got breakfast.
Hospital.
You've been going to town on those sausages.
Hospital.
They're so unhelpful.
I'm sorry. Did you get hit in the head?
Buzzing.
So you did.
Buzzing. I'm still
same
doing
as
like all this stuff with my wand. Like,
bring
that's
me
what
something
I'm
from
doing.
breakfast, Scorpius. I'll go take
Breakfast.
this one
I
to the.
got breakfast.
I would rather not.
Hospital.
You look down and realize you've been like holding all the sausages in your bare hands this whole time, and slowly been nibbling
You
on
thought
them.
you were holding plates and just sausages now.
That's why people have not been helping, because you've been looking like a crazy person. As like sausages and scones in your head. Scorpius, just save me some food. I'll see you at the match. Come on. He takes you gently by the shoulder.
Is he
just
taking
to
me
let
to
you-
the hospital?
Yes, you got taken to the hospital wing. Finally.
I was so worried. This is like, oh, the first years just keep getting stupider. I was so worried that Albus would just go along with it and be like, oh yeah, whatever. Like,
All right.
just play it off.
I'm just gonna go. Like he's like breakfast.
Madam Pomfrey looks at you. Right, dear. I am fine without breakfast, and I am not Zach.
No, Zach.
I'm sorry. What? And you see how
Zach's
something's
hungry.
happened to this one's
Zach's
intelligence.
really hungry.
Right, child. Yes, eat your breakfast.
No,
What?
Zach.
Albus,
Zach's
Can she
I
make
think
a check because she's using my name?
it's probably
over and
something
over
with the
again?
Ravenclaw. Just. Ah, yes, another student thinking they can go, but they can't.
Bad door. Zach.
She lays down. You're going to stay here in the hospital wing until you're feeling all right. You're not
Zach's
going
in
anywhere.
here.
No one of here is Zach. He is.
No, Zach wants breakfast.
She takes all the sausage out of you. You will sit. You will wait.
For Zach.
I shall not be giving whatever this is to anyone.
Oh,
Immediately throws
throw
it away.
around.
Oh, come on! I'm like probably 30 feet away!
You're not in the hospital wing.
Where am I? You're with Professor Lupin!
You're with Professor Lupin.
Yeah!
Because they're not just going to stick you in the hospital wing every
cover
month, because then
story.
that looks bad.
I'm gonna be so sad.
It's a cover story. So you're just sitting there crying alone in a hospital.
Like
wing.
getting the sausage grease off my
so much.
pitiful.
There's grease like
Disgusting.
sticky, like preserves slipped
Please
off of the
stop talking.
stones into
Oh,
your like
I'm
arm.
getting really gross
You've
now.
got like honey tracks and jam and like sausage grease
Just
all
wait
on your
until you
fingers.
have kids, and that's just the normal.
Right? It's
intake.
like
It's toddler hands. It's full toddler hands. You can see it.
This is awesome.
And so to anyone else, we see Leah sobbing, licking her hands, just going,
Could I
Okay.
Zach!
This is gonna be great though because
Pomfrey
no one's
please
gonna
do
think I'm
something?
smart enough to make it sell potions. Because the whole castle's on me for 2
The
hours.
perfect cry!
I'm serious.
Everyone thinks she's an idiot.
I'm
therefore she
dumb
can
enough
with
to get
murder.
away
I'm
with
okay
it.
with this. I'm totally okay with this.
August, can Madam Pomfrey legitimately now go talk to me?
That's
she used
gonna
the
happen
student's
later.
name.
Oh my
multiple
gosh, that
times.
was so
No, she's not gonna. This is a student though who's speaking gibberish though. She's not gonna immediately go.
I was speaking with
Yes, of
perfect
course that was-
enunciation, just
I
stupid
wanted to
words.
see.
But you have been de-intelligized by the Ravenclaw Tower for
I
trying
know.
to sneak
I
in.
said perfect enunciation, just stupid words.
mhm.
So she could hear Zach.
She's not gonna put two and two together though.
No.
Cause like. Madam
Also,
Pomfrey's
how
not
does
gonna
that
come
sit
for a
at
while. You're
Could I use
already
my
being
last
taken
name?
care of by other
Do you know my last
professors. No.
Would you have told me your last name?
No.
Then how good do you think my information
Never mind.
network
Her
is
last
right
name-
now?
Her last name is something like Wolf or Lupin.
Moon. No.
Moon.
I'm
no,
sorry.
actually, you
You're
should
not
be
gonna be
careful
able to
about
get
my
Zach the
last
breakfast
name.
as Zach. You and Mars are sitting on very comfy armchairs in a private office of Teddy Lupin, who's feeding you gently, sipping hot chocolate, and you have a full spread of different foods.
I
Fruit,
tried
meat,
so hard,
vegetables,
Zach.
like again, and he's gently talking you
probably
through.
not
It's like,
gonna
hey,
remember it.
slowly gain back strength.
think
No one immediately
I will,
does.
I guess.
And you're just gonna have a pretty chill time.
Can I see the match?
You see, Professor, I don't think that's safest just immediately after a transformation.
Is there like a recording or something?
Listen, I want you to lean back in that chair and close your eyes for me real quick. And you would, immediately. It's not like, because again, you
Like,
were
count to
really up all
5,
night, and whereas even though you weren't all night, it's
Like,
still
I'm on
a
death's
wolf
door, pretty much.
and no energy, right? It's kind of like that.
You know,
You're gonna
having all
pass
your
out for a
joints
couple
pop
days.
back into
Yeah.
different places that are growing hurts.
You
Yeah.
gotta sleep it all. And
Yeah,
you
man,
and
you got a
Mars
little
gently,
sleep,
again, wrapped in blankets, plenty of food and
Should I
medicine.
come
It's
next
cool.
time?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Because
Okay.
next time's gonna be their game and a lot of things that I just complete. Should I just not come?
There
No,
will be
no,
other
I
stuff.
got
The game's not
different
gonna last that long.
like that, yeah.
Because
I
for the
got-
most part,
I think they're on there. It's like a
I have
bunch
to
of
know.
phones in the
So,
package. I have so much.
Leah, that's happening to you. Zach's doing Zach. The rest of you have time before the match. I will say you guys are pretty tired.
I was planning on checking in on Charles,
James
but I-
and Cody, if you want, you can give me an insight on yourself, maybe to how today might go.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
It's an 8.
Insight, you said?
Mhm.
17.
Cody, you're like, let's do this. Top of my game. Pro athlete. I'm going to hit the big leagues. Call my manager. And James-
would not be thinking that he barely even joined the team in the first place.
Yeah. Well, it's that. Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
It'll be okay.
James, you are feeling so. You're starting to get that, like, I just really want to go to bed. And
I'm gonna go take a power nap.
you have a 4. So, are you going to just go power nap or.
So
Wow,
it took a
that
while.
is 8:20, so I'm losing it.
It took a while after we got out of the corridor to feel tired, right?
Yeah, it's like. And really, the tiredness right now is, again, that very natural. Oh, yeah, I've been up since 8 a.m. kind of vibe. Like, oh, it's been a long day. Not like I've been out all night. This is just now that very
Okay.
natural, like,
So
I
you have
should.
how much time?
You have, I'm going to say, 4 hours before that.
Take a 3-hour nap.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna tell Tate, hey, you have to wake us up in like
But
2.5
Tate needs to
hours.
sleep more than us. Unless
Tate
he's
got,
benched.
Tate
Oh,
got
he
rest
went
last
to
night.
bed.
I've been up since 2 a.m.
I thought you took a nap.
Or I fell asleep at 2. You dropped me off in the forest. I waited, hiding,
Yeah, so
hoping
he
no
still
one
got
was
more
going to
sleep
eat
than they
me,
did.
trying to find
But we
you.
times two.
And eventually I snuck back into the castle.
Don't worry, if you're late, you know that Rose will come up into your bedroom and she'll shake you
Beat
awake.
the crap out of you.
I'm
She
gonna
will
go
make
tell,
sure
I'm gonna
that
go
you
tell
see
Rose, like, can I find Rose?
Yeah.
I'll be like, Rose, I think your idea was actually, like, the better idea than waking up. So, like, we're gonna go take a quick nap. We should be back down here in, like, 2.5 hours.
Yeah, we'll be back an hour before the game starts. So that's 3 hours, right?
Right. Out before the game, because I expect to see you all at least a half hour before game in the showers.
If you don't see us an hour before the game,
I'll hex you.
I was gonna say send someone up to wake us up, but that
I'll
was
hex you.
Okay.
Right. Go. Sleep it off. Sleep your nerves.
Generation of Ginny.
Jeez Louise. She walks away, goes back to her friend. She seems very stressed, as this is her first year as Quidditch captain, obviously, and half of her team are first years that look ready to crash and are just,
Okay, well we go crash.
yeah. Cool. Let's see. So crashing, Brigitte crashing, Cody crashing,
Mind
But
crash?
as
Mind
a
crash.
honey badger.
crash,
I'm out for a couple
honey
days.
badger crash, Mara. What are you doing?
Do the things.
Owl order is a thing, right?
Is there
What?
an Amazon but for owls?
Yeah, like owl
What are you
ordering
trying
stuff.
to do?
Do I have a way to owl order some more Weasley's Wizard Weezes products? Because I'm assuming that extendable ears are still in production.
Oh.
Kill you if you touch me. Or anything I
I'm
own.
going to say this, Mara.
I will flip.
You did buy quite a bit of product.
Yes.
And so each product does in packaging come with order forms.
Yes.
Because that way, if you can smuggle it in, the order forms are in it. So yes.
Those
So
samples
That's
are
awesome.
brilliant.
So brilliant, right? Like,
I'm very much looking into extendable ears or like anything else that may have been however many decades, something
How
that
do
would
you
help me
have money?
eavesdrop on people.
so
And-
eavesdropping equipment.
Out of curiosity, on the order forms, are there any like adverts or anything for other like sneaky things or like just out of curiosity, like do I see anything else that looks like it would be helpful?
You find two things
Mhm.
easily. Like, no investigation, because again, like, if you're just taking the time to read it, you'll find this. Extendable ears. You find one for 5 gallons, is what they come for.
Yikes.
That's expensive.
They're hard to make, right? I mean, they literally do extend your ears. That's complicated magic. You also find something 25 galleons an ounce. Peruvian instant darkness powder. Under that, though, there is a label is like must provide
China.
legal age to order. Peruvian instant darkness powder would require an legal adult, so to speak, to order.
I know a guy.
You do.
Goodness
I'll
gracious.
smuggle stuff into this.
Couldn't you? Oh, woo.
It's alright.
Whoa!
Woo?
At least I
Are
haven't
we?
stopped.
Oh.
Oh, before I actually go to bed, I'm gonna write a quick letter to my brother.
Oh,
And
yeah,
that
definitely.
worked not the way
Because-
expected.
Yeah.
Wait. Are you gonna... Okay, we'll come to that in a second.
Sorry, I'm just making notes of all this information so I
Basically-
have it in the future, and then we'll discuss some things.
Okay. Cool. Cody, do you want to write a letter to your brother?
Yeah. My
No, your
brother.
good old big old brother.
My big buddy.
Are you basically giving the rundown of what happened, something's wrong kind of vibe, or is it...
So I'm gonna let him know that it worked
Ish.
better than we thought. Surprise, bro! I can turn into so far 3 different animals.
Cool. And you've got
Is this normal?
Theodore. Yeah. You tie this letter up in your dorm to Theodore. Theodore just takes it, flies out the window. 9 minutes later, Theodore flies back in. With a note saying, downstairs.
Bitch!
As,
I'm not getting any sleep, guys.
do you want to go check?
Yeah.
You go all the way downstairs, outside the Great Hall. You find your older brother, Connor, who is here for the match. Just, right,
That's
Mom and Dad can't make it, they're working with the ministry.
Oh,
I'm
didn't
here for the
realize-
match. Hey, let's go. You should go show me the Quidditch pitch, bro. I mean, it
Yeah.
looks
Or
great.
hey, you want to talk to Hagrid?
Hey,
That's
yeah.
a better place.
Oh, let's go talk to Hagrid. What the fuck is going on? Like, the second you're out of earshot, like, walking down, just like, okay.
Look, look. Yes, I will show you.
Force.
Yeah.
The second you're down far enough out, walking with your brother.
I had no idea he was gonna come.
Immediately in the force, he takes you by the shoulders like, what?
Okay. So I did it all step by step.
Okay.
Okay. Everything, the chrysalis, the incantation, everything. It was fine. I could feel the secondary heartbeat. Sometimes it felt smaller than others. Sometimes it felt a little bigger. That probably should have been a warning sign. I took the potion after the thunderstorm, and well, I did it. I turned into a pine marten, and I turned into a pine marten.
What? This is just.
You know, yeah. Okay, now I get
Anyway,
back up.
sorry.
I turned into a human, but I couldn't turn back.
Okay, wait. Everything. Want it at your heart.
Yes. Sometimes it was the liver. Just kidding. It was the heart.
Did yes. Not now. So,
Okay.
and did you see the animal in your head?
He's not British.
Thank you. Sorry.
I know. I get a
Did you
British
see
accent.
the animal in your head?
No.
Okay, well, shit, that's not good. You're supposed to see. Okay, sorry.
So-
when I was doing this with Mom and Dad, I saw the bear, right? Like, I could see, like, the bear, and then I was the bear, and the bear was myself. It was a freaking acid trip, man, okay? Like, you get a lot in there. None of that?
No. I was just all of a sudden a pine marten.
How soon did you get your wand after you transformed?
Fairly soon.
Like, you transform and you've got your wand?
No. I chased the squirrel first.
Okay. Multiple theories, I mean...
Okay, I'm not done.
Huh?
It was a little while. I couldn't turn back. I'd say around day 2. I ended up turning into a honey badger.
I'm sorry, did you also say day 2?
It was a long time.
These things are like a half hour,
And then
it's
I
just...
turned into a honey badger.
Oh, dear God. Fine, alright.
Okay, I turned back. I think it was around day 4 or 5. I accidentally turned into a wolverine.
5?
I turned into a wolverine. And back.
Okay.
And around day 8, I finally managed to get out of it.
Okay. Cool. Day 8 should have come hour 1. The whole, like, hey, do it on your own because it's weird, takes a while, is because you get awkwardly naked sometimes. Not, it takes over a week. Okay. I mean, not seeing the animal, that's just kind of a weird thing. I mean, I don't think it helped that you didn't, like, immediately have your wand. I mean, to be fair, though, I do have there is, like, possibly transatlantic metamorphosis because we did technically start the process in America, so I'm wondering if the regionalization of a mandric leaf has any effect on the properties then of chrysalis potions in European nations, because, I mean, it's always been theorized that different elevations and temperate climates could have ill effects on any sort of magical creatures, let alone...
Yeah, I'm fine. No negative side effects. Except for the time where I was a human head on a badger's body, but it happened.
What the You were what?
It cuts to a bird.
Hear me out. Can he transform into a human head on the badger body?
No, that was just a
That
poor
was
nat
so
one trying to
creepy.
force your way back.
Yeah, well, I really had to push to get back.
It's like a fart. If you have to force it, it's probably Cody, my guy. Alright. Who?
No, I have.
Step number 1, man. We do not tell Mom and Dad. They are gonna yank you out of school. If they ask, you are a...
Pine marten.
Let's stick with Pine Marten. Yeah,
They
okay?
climb a lot.
Funny little things. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love them. Cool.
I'll let you know if I can turn into anything else.
He starts to growl like a bear.
So
You
far,
shouldn't. Hopefully.
So far, there's 3.
Okay, but there shouldn't be more than one. Cody, my God. Okay, I'm sorry. Yo, what would happen if I wasn't here to watch about it? This was supposed to be a surprise.
Well, yeah, I would have assumed you would have come to
thanks,
check
man.
up.
Yeah, I mean,
Because if
Yeah.
you got the letter like that,
yeah, no, I would have, but like,
I'm
okay.
fine. It's been a couple weeks.
Yo, well, I mean,
I
It's
didn't
been
write
like
you
4
in
days.
that time
It's
period.
been like 4 days.
4 days since. Okay, so this is relatively. That's good. Ooh, I've got a plan.
Mhm.
Listen, you go prep for your match.
Mhm.
Play great. Do not think at all about transforming whatsoever if you're even near the pitch. Last thing we need is a furry little badger hitting a Quidditch hoop going 10 miles an hour straight. So do not think about transforming, just in case something's wrong.
But like, what if I can turn into something else?
That's not the goal.
Can I try it?
No.
No.
Oh, right now?
That's right.
Give me a. Technically, this is magical theory combined with care magical creatures. Go ahead. First make me magical theory, then make me a care magical creature.
Okay, let's see. Where's magical theory? There.
Yes. Jeez.
That's a synth 20.
Oh my gosh!
Please say
You
it's a good
cannot
bird this
fail.
time.
It's so annoying.
Please say it's a goose. I want it to be a goose.
The most vicious creatures on the planet.
You can
Okay.
go ahead and make me now a care magical creatures roll. This is kind of this 2-part, okay?
I want it to be a 1 so he turns into a fish.
Oh no, it's an 11.
Let him turn into a fish. He's a fish.
You turn into instead of a honey badger, it's like the markings and everything. Once you turn back, it's just okay. I think that's technically a Scottish badger. They're a little more darker, but like even what am I saying? Even cosmetic shouldn't be a good thing. Sorry, don't stop trying it because if you do something bad and you get stuck, that's worse. I'd rather not have my brother be a furry little mammal that eats trash for the rest of our lives.
Doesn't want his brother to be a furry.
That's kind of my whole. Yeah, no furries in this household. Not my good American household. It's just, okay, just, I'll think of some because this isn't good.
I mean, it seems to be fine.
Just don't push it.
Fine.
We may have gotten lucky, in which case this is hella rad. But also, one-way ticket to Azkaban, my guy. So we.
But like, is this an extraditable crime? Would I get sent back to America?
Dude, the British are weird. They might just, I don't know, just curse you where you stand, kind of vibe.
Turn you into a parrot.
Like, so let's not push our
You
luck.
won.
Focus on your match. Let's just have a good time.
Well, things are coming. You want to chat with Hagrid?
I do want to chat with Hagrid. Let's talk to Hagrid. You guys can have a lovely little, like, pre-game chat
He
with
kind of
Hagrid.
nods off into his tea to.
Yeah, like, you're really feeling the exhaustion. It's almost there.
I'll take a nap at Hagrid's.
Just, yeah.
Does he have anything that would help? Any
Would
sort
you
of snake
tell
that
him?
bites me and gives me like an adrenaline boost? There's magical creatures all
Oh
over.
my god!
Hagrid probably would have something actually.
He probably
Probably
would.
would, yeah.
Does he have enough for the guys?
Poor
I'm
Ox is like,
We're
the
juicing.
consequences. You're supposed to suffer the
We're
consequences.
juicing for this
You're
match.
juicing for the match.
I'm sure
Let
it'll
me
allow you to do it and then
quickly-
have some sort of side effect
That
or
door
consequence
was
later.
mean. Well reasoned.
That was
But okay, question. If I had stuck with marriage, would you have accepted that? I'm really curious.
You know.
I
I'm
was
serious.
bettering medicine on this.
Here we go.
match.
Here we go.
No,
Yeah, I heard
that's
that,
a
but
good
I was
one.
trying my best not to metagame. So I'm like, I've got to come up with something else myself.
Yeah, I had virus.
Here we go.
There's
Meanwhile,
gotta be like
apparently, I'm a jerk.
the gland of some
This is. I'm double checking. I'm wondering if this would work. I
potion
just.
haste kind of thing.
Well.
No. No. Is that basically like the boots of haste from Critical? No.
Do you have any smelling salts or anything to wake them up?
I
Don't
need to get
get
me
to
going.
have
Hagrid
that.
also isn't gonna outright help you cheat.
Eleanor, I've been watching
just
Critical
wants to
Role like
wake me up.
all day at work because I am allowed to like watch YouTube while listening to
Okay,
YouTube
here we go,
while
here we
I'm
go.
doing all the coding.
I've
I'm like,
made it to the Briarwood arc.
I think I just like I found out about certain people from Percy's past being a certain race, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I was just on that episode. I'm
I'm
rewatching.
like,
You were about to start one of the best stories
Yeah.
they have told.
I'm so excited.
It's honestly one of my
I'm
favorites.
so excited.
The Briarwood arc is amazing, and they're going to be covering it in the show.
Here's
Season 2 is
what
gonna be
I'm
the
going
Briarwood
to
arc,
say.
and that's
I'm so excited for the show. Where is it being released on?
Amazon Prime.
Yes, I have Amazon Prime.
Here's
And
what's
it's
gonna happen.
February.
Cody and chatting with Hagrid, you can ask. I'm feeling really tired. Hagrid will go. Oh, let me put a kettle on. Let's get you all warmed up. He puts a big old plate of rock cakes and a kettle in front of you. Just steeped tea, like nice and strong. Just drink up, get your strength.
Go for it.
Hagrid's drugging the.
It feels great. Nothing is, though. I'm going to save this because I got a natural 20 for what Hagrid could do. But because Hagrid really can't do much, this is the best breakfast you've ever had. Like, yeah, you kind of snacked in the Great Hall. This is like, these rock cakes.
It's like downing a Red Bull.
You're dipping them in the tea. It's just hot. And, like, once they're dipped, it's just this, like, really, like, thick chewing.
No, remember your American roots.
There is no
You're not allowed to
physical
enjoy
thing
this.
except for
That
the
is
fact
the
I
best
will
way to
not
enjoy
make you
cakes,
take a
though.
point of
Like, can we just
exhaustion.
dip them in
Okay,
tea?
I'll take that.
On a natural, you just have the best morning. It's also the combination of getting to like just this is fun chat. Your brother had you guys are talking about the most obviously
I'm
illegal
getting my-
animals.
I'm getting recharged from this.
This is a pre-game kind of vibe. And as you
I
are
only tried Oreos and
feeling
milk
the
when I
mode,
was,
you
like,
are
19.
feeling great. All of
We've never
you.
got Oreos, they were too expensive.
Well, actually, we're going to cut to the Slytherin common room.
Oh,
You're not
Right.
there.
I know.
That would be me.
Brigitte.
Alright.
Because you
Be
get
really nice to
stabbed
Charles.
In the kidney
Be
from
really
Charles.
nice to Charles
Be
and
nice
be
to Charles.
genuine.
Brigitte,
Charles
you
stabs you in the kidneys.
You just wake up blood. I've been murdered! It's a knife! There's a full knife in my chest! No. I don't know why I thought it was funny. The idea of you just like, but you're not dead, right? You're just like, like there's a knife in me.
It's
That's-
a theater tonight.
Right. Brigitte, you stumble back to the common room and you power nap. As you power nap, you're having weird dreams of wolves turning into tiny little Martins
Curse
That, like,
you, Code.
do like random backflips and turn to you and go, "What is the magical theorem for the creation of ice?" And just like weird like stress like dreams where you're just like, I'm
Sounds
so
like me
tired.
right now.
Right? Me now, so dead.
Me now.
Here we go. I'm just making sure.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. And then he
Sorry.
snores. He just started snoring.
Why do you look so proud of that?
Because he hid it until they got married, so now he's just snoring. And
No.
she's
Like,
like,
now
too
you're
late, she can't
trapped.
think about
Yeah,
it.
just
he
'cause-
snored. But like the
It's
past
because
two
the
nights.
last couple nights, so normally I'm up till like midnight or 1,
Yeah.
but the last couple nights I've been up till like 4.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So,
In the past 2 nights, I'm like, it's like 2, 3, no, it's like 6 or 7 in the morning, right? And he's snoring. I'm like, you've never snored since the 6 months we've been married. This is a first.
Brigitte. As you wake up, it is much later. It's easy enough, like, hey, it's about 9, and a lot of people are getting ready to now head to the match.
Awesome. Do I have to wear Quidditch? Do I have to wear robes?
You can wear whatever you want. It's a
Yeah, it's
Saturday.
Saturday.
Just making sure.
But I have to know, so are you gonna stay in the common room? Because in the common room there are people that are prepping, like handing out like pennants or flags, like, hey, who wants to hold the sign? Like, it's that, do you want to sit here and do that? Do you want to go find people? What are you doing right now in the common room?
Well, I don't see Leah anywhere. That's a little weird, but I'm thinking she would have taken care of like the twins and then have gone up to the pitch.
That's
Is the-
reasonable.
Like that's what I would think. So I would just get ready into something nice and warm because it's November.
Oh yeah, it's like the 20th of November. It's getting cold.
And I would get like Slytherin colors on, and then I would just head out to the pitch and go look for Leah at this point.
Cool.
I would have I'd grab one of like the go Slytherin, like, finger foam fingers or something like
Yeah,
that. Like, that's all I would really do.
No, that's totally
Be
fair.
really nice to Charles if you see him. That poor child.
He'd probably won't
Cool.
even acknowledge your
I need to
existence.
make a
No,
roll.
you won't.
That doesn't mean you can't be nice to him.
It kind of makes things a little more difficult.
You can still do it. Believe me. You can do it.
Here's what I
She's
need
a
you to
sociopath that doesn't
do.
care.
Thank you.
Yeah, see, I know her.
Someone understands her.
I have a mission companion that would agree with you.
Whoa, okay, she's a jerk. I have so many problems with this lady.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
You're a good
I
person.
need
Your
you to
character
make
just
me
doesn't
first
have
an
that. Yeah, she's 11.
investigation throw.
I'm sorry, I was talking to
Invest-
No, you're good. I'm also trying to make sure I say this right. Go ahead. First, start with an investigation throw.
to look for Leah.
To like, yeah, try to find Leah.
You're gonna hear like, what's wrong with her? What happened to her? She went.
Sausages like a
She
savage.
went deranged. She's not
Yeah,
the werewolf,
9.
right?
9. I think this is what I
totally
need.
threw you guys out. It was fun. I
As
was hoping to roleplay it a little bit, but I think it to happen. It's not.
so here's what you find. You do not find Leah.
Yeah.
She's not in the Great Hall. She's not in the common room. And even like as you kind of like, it's that like general like people walking. You're not seeing her anywhere, even when you make it to the pitch.
Weird.
She's nowhere to be found.
She's the next Max.
I'm just going to assume. Because I would have no idea about the whole thing. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
gonna
hard
metagame
to
that.
tell.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
I'm just gonna assume that I just don't see her. And that she's somewhere out on the Quidditch pitch, and I'm going to instead then think about who
She
do
ditched
I
you for some guy.
know that's not playing on the
What?
Slytherin team
So
or
she
the
ditched you for
Gryffindor
some
team,
guy.
and that would be Mara.
Yes.
So I think at this point, I would want to sit by someone that I was familiar with, so I would go sit by Mara.
That's right.
Okay.
I would have no idea you're in the hospital wing. Like, what the heck? Like, no.
Oh, I'm just gonna go check out the hospital ring for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
no,
I just
wasn't
kind of want
asking
to
you
head
to,
on
like,
down.
It doesn't make any sense.
You know, my
No.
friend who was perfectly healthy earlier today might be in the hospital. You know.
Yeah, no.
I figured that if you got a high enough roll, then
You know,
August would be like, you start hearing
whenever-
about this girl
Yeah, I
just
whenever
holding
I can't find
sausages.
someone,
It might have been possible, but yeah. I don't know.
whenever
Yeah.
I can't find anyone, I just assume they're in the hospital and I go check there first.
I can't find my closest friend. They're dead, and therefore, we
Yeah,
get down to.
I've become very good friends with the receptionist. You missed one.
Well, yeah, because it's red and green.
Oh,
We're
okay.
getting-
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, I was
Um,
gonna say, oh, rude.
Rude.
So they're in sweat. No, I have no idea, and I don't particularly.
I'm
care
not
a
playing
whole lot.
favors.
Okay, I have no idea how this works.
Yeah,
The
okay.
cheering.
No. We're doing something else first.
Also,
Okay,
the
cool.
intelligence
So they're
things
probably not playing
last
Quidditch
the
until
whole
next
day.
time, right?
Yes, because it's something that because Mason can also
Right,
be here
yeah.
next time.
Yeah,
it's more fair.
Yeah.
Just because I don't ever want to be like, well, you don't get to like coming back and doing other stuff. Or like, haha, you were out with it, because it went wrong. That's more fun. I never want to be like, you don't get to participate in the one thing you really want to because you just naturally couldn't make it.
Yeah, that would be mean.
I was never going to get to that match today.
He got attacked by the werewolves and bit, and then that means
Another werewolf.
he can't be on the team.
You are going and sitting by
We have to postpone the
Mara
match again.
Mara, I'm sitting by you.
Oh, are you?
in the.
Because I don't know who else to sit by.
She can't find Leah.
Oh,
Can't
right.
find
So I'm probably sitting like with Max and other Hufflepuffs, and I'll have like a Gryffindor flag or something, because Graham.
Okay.
So I'll be like,
Aw.
I'm not
So
rooting
you're-
with you,
you're
but I know you!
So I'm just like,
I
you're
know you.
allowed to sit here in the sea of Hufflepuffs, one of whom is very
As you're sitting in the
enthusiastically
sea of
waving this Gryffindor
Hufflepuffs.
flag.
Just
The
let me sit
Hufflepuff,
by
it's
someone I know.
divided. There's no immediate. It's not like a weird like, oh crap, I'm in the wrong section,
Mm-hmm.
because it's like this is more of a because it's not the first match. There are enough people to show some people are rooting for Gryffindor or for Slytherin. You might think depending on how they're like betting. We'll
Betting.
get to that in a second. But Brigitte and Mara,
Yeah.
I need you both to make me perception checks.
Okay. Wait, oh, perception's wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
Dementors show
14.
up. We all die.
4.
Tiamat comes down from the sky.
Are you gonna Tides of Chaos it?
It's not worth it, because I get +0, and I'll probably roll an at 1. Watch my next roll. And because there were no stakes, it's a 17.
Yeah.
I swear, I'm cursed! It's
We're up
not
to
even
an
stakes,
11.
I'm cursed.
Yeah, you
no,
are.
I didn't.
I know, but like
Yeah, same.
no, well,
Yeah,
but from
same.
last time
Yes,
you did what
so
you
that's
did. So it's
11.
Nothing,
Megan.
and it's a 16.
here's what's about to happen.
Thanks.
Okay, didn't we get you new dice?
Brigitte
Well, these are the fine ones. That's not, it's not even the dice.
Brigitte,
I'm just
you-
cursed.
and Mara are waiting. The match is like slowly
the one
building at this
guess
point. A
you
lot of
realize
people are
how people
filtering
roll.
in.
Yeah, first
Well,
roll of
we-
this is an at 1.
Brigitte, I have
Well,
a
She has the Wheaton curse.
awful thing to ask of you.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Can you make me a strength saving throw,
Oh no.
a dexterity saving throw, a constitution saving
Oh,
throw,
no.
and a wisdom saving
I have to make
throw?
all 4.
Yes.
Far.
Strength,
four?
Dex, Con, and
Oh no!
Wisdom.
Did
Yes.
Charles just take his revenge
Oh
on
no!
Okay, strength was a 4.
Okay.
Dex was a 10. Oh, that came off.
Oh my gosh!
Con was a 21.
Okay.
Okay.
Wisdom is 8 plus
Why would I
6, so
have
that
to
would be
roll to get a
14.
baby dragon?
So high. What was the?
14.
14 for wisdom.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, Brigitte, I'm so sorry.
This is gonna
Was it
suck
worth
for
it?
you.
Was it worth it?
I don't know.
Mara, as you're sitting next to Brigitte,
Oof.
I should really just disguise myself every day at this point.
just gotta constantly be in fear. You feel a bunch of spells.
Oh my
Unfortunately,
goodness. You got a group together.
unfortunately, you do not pass the wisdom, so you are not technically in full coherence of what's happening. Mara, you look
You just
over
got game.
as your friend suddenly is completely and utterly doused in feathers, turns a bright shade of pink, and while you take no damage then, because you pass the con,
That's good.
you immediately start balking like a chicken as loud as you can.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I'm
not gonna lie,
not
that's
even in a
pretty
mean
good.
way, but she's so surprised and
No,
it's
I
so
think
ridiculous.
that's the
She just
perfect
laughs.
comeback because she's a chicken for not just letting
That's
things
fair,
play
yeah.
out. She wanted to know.
The thing is, that wasn't my idea.
Chicken!
Hey, you-
wasn't my
I'm
idea!
Brigitte, I
As-
told you what the potion would do, and you said you wanted to do
Immediately,
it.
many people are laughing because people who don't know you, it's funny to
It is.
suddenly someone's like a full human chicken. As you are balking as loud as you can.
And I'm
um,
guessing since I missed that first check, I can't tell where the spells came from.
no.
Okay.
As you see flying into the air giant banners, Brigitte the chicken, bok bok bok.
Oh no, that's a
the
little law. That's
bok,
rude.
all
Oh.
come over, start hovering over the stands where you're sitting. Go ahead, you can make me another wisdom saving throw first. With the
Ouch.
strength and dex, we'll get to that. Wisdom's going to be the more important one.
I need to get into
Can
wisdom.
I like
These
try
wizards.
something with I want to get rid of the flags?
We'll get there in a second.
Okay.
This is just
That
like to.
is a 20.
Meanwhile, I just want to make sure the guys are awake and we're ready to go.
Well, we're getting to the guys after.
Yeah.
This is just
That's a 22. my
22.
wisdom.
you blink. You are covered in bright pink feathers. They are stuck to you like super glue, and you look down. Your fingernails and toenails have started growing long and are orange. And you feel yourself stop balking as you are completely in control. And all these banners is Brigitte the chicken. Bok, bok, bok.
I'm going to cast Incendio on the banners. Because it's the only thing I can do other than run away. And I'm not about to
you
go cry.
need to. Sorry,
You can cry.
trust me, crying's always an option. No. Here's what you can do. You can definitely try Incendio. I will have to say that this is at disadvantage because your fingernails are getting so long, it's hard to close hands. It's that part of the worst part of this curse is it does say it's you have
Holy
disadvantage on these spells. This is technically classified as a curse spell. What's happening to your fingernails and
Pretty
toenails?
intense.
And toenails.
And
In your
toenails.
shoes.
It's it's like they're starting to like kind of rip out of parts of shoes because it's that really bad.
Yikes.
This is. I'm so sorry. This is a bit of consequences.
I'm still saying, like, I understand that part of this is my fault, but again, I told Brigitte fully what the potion would do.
She was complicit.
And she decided to do it, so.
She was
Brigitte,
complicit.
would
It
you
was
like
both
to
of
try
us.
to cast this spell? And Mara, are you going to try to take them down as well? What would you be trying as well?
Well,
You don't know me that well. You probably wouldn't even care.
here's the thing. I
But
don't
Mara
know that
knows
many.
pranks.
Yeah, I don't know that many spells is the thing.
I cast Avada Kedavra.
I know there are things I've heard other people do. I've heard Bombarda from Graham. I've heard Incendio from her.
No.
I even heard Finite when Harry Potter fixed Zach.
You
in that
did.
lesson.
You were there.
I feel like Finite, I'd try at her rather than the flags, though, right? Because I'm not sure what's up with the flags.
What could possibly go
This
wrong?
is gonna be
So
interesting.
much. But I can Tides of Chaos.
Which, oh yeah, that's way better.
Okay,
Yes.
just saying you're lit up in green,
This
and
is
I
like
love it because you're a half goblin. So I'm just
Yeah.
like, this is very appropriate.
Here's what's about to happen.
Chaos. Chaos is about that.
I have to be completely honest because I had to check.
Oh, and you haven't
Finite
rested.
is
Tides of
a
Chaos
second
is like
level
11.
spell list, so you can't physically
So I
pull
can't
it.
cast that one.
That's something where like I will give you for free. That's a high enough magic. It's not gonna happen. Well, okay. Hold on. Pulling the crowd. On a nat 20, it could. Like it's only a second level spell, so like.
I'm not gonna get a nat 20.
Oh,
though.
try for it.
But would
Do
you
it.
try?
But
You
Tides
would
of Chaos.
try. Tides of Chaos.
Roll my die.
Okay.
Roll Braxton's die. Okay, here we go. Let's see. First
Nat
one.
20!
Yeah!
Okay, no, we gotta be quiet. We gotta be quiet. We gotta be quiet.
Holy shit!
Sorry for being so loud.
I had to be fair.
You can't hear
You're
anything.
just the most storied nat 20 possibly of the campaign.
I called it.
Okay, question.
I'm
If she
going
just
to-
casted it, does that mean she now gets to put it in like her?
Here's what's about to happen. Here's what's
You
about
know
to
what I
happen.
mean? Like,
A couple things.
all the
Couple things.
time?
First thing I want to say, because I still feel like because I'm pushing, I'm breaking game rules. Technically, it is a second level. I'm going
Technically,
to.
you're the DM.
But while this will occur, I'm not saying it won't. I'm
Flavor-wise,
thinking-
for her character, it kind of makes sense.
exactly,
Because chaos.
and
Yeah.
that's why I'm gonna force a Tides of Chaos rule,
Okay.
which
It's
could
an
succeed.
11.
It's
It's
1 through
11.
11. I gotta
Once you
force
get
that.
one.
That's a 3. There's gonna be some
There's
chaos.
consequences. Okay, good.
That was
I do love me some good old-fashioned consequences.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh man, that was a
Okay.
good.
I said you turn into the chicken.
Please no.
That was really great, though. That was
Amazing. Thank you guys so much for telling me to like try it. Oh my gosh. Because I was gonna be like, oh no, it won't happen. You're
And
like,
I had to stop you
Here's
from
what I'm
using those
wondering.
dice. That
What would have
first
happened if you
yeah,
didn't
no, I need like
pass?
better dice.
You, okay, look,
The
do you know what I did?
Yeah.
Make a blood sacrifice
Uh,
with the
yeah.
dice.
Yeah.
There would have.
Yeah.
Have you seen
Con.
that
The
D&D
strength.
TikTok where he's like, this is
Oh.
legit. First nat 20 through your dice.
You,
One
yeah, a
big
foreign
time.
strength.
First
Strength
you
actually
got
is
it,
what
and
made
it's
your
all
skin
body, but
sticky
it's
to
a
hold
toothpaste.
the
But
Oh,
it's
okay, gotcha.
And he just does
The
all
feathers,
stuff
that's
and
not
I
something-
roll, and he got
Fun
like a 3
fact,
or something,
if
and I
anyone's
keep
curious,
going, 'cause you
the
don't
feather
need
spell is
that.
actually something that
So
like
great.
it would have just been feathers around you, but because of a different spell that's a strength save to not get this stickiness, right? To like break off of this, like, no, I don't want
Gotcha.
my skin to become leathery goo, right?
Oh.
Right, and so it's like, yeah, the feathers were just kind of like, okay, feathers.
That was so cool.
So cinematic.
Okay, how am I gonna do this?
I'm proud
Especially
of
yeah.
those
because
dice.
you
Oh, man,
got the nat 20.
Finally.
I'm proud of those dice.
Oh yeah.
Apparently.
No, but what's the wild magic consequence gonna be? Oh, but I'm back down to 1 for it. So.
Really nice.
Hmm.
That is good that you're back down to 1.
This is where, okay, sorry, let me, I think I
Brigitte
actually,
dies.
no. I'm pulling up a different wild magic table. I don't think I can use the
But she's
10,000 because the one I
30%.
rolled for this one physically can't work.
Okay.
It means you get to come back to life for free the next time you die, which I'm like, that can't work in our campaign. 'cause,
Mara
like,
is now the master of death.
right, like, I'm like, I can't just give you something in game break.
world.
Any other sort of D&D campaign, I'm like, ooh, interesting. But like, this is something where I'm like, I can't do that.
It holds over
Let
for
me
like the
pull
next
up
time she
a
dies.
Yeah, that's a great
1,000.
idea.
For reals though.
Or hear me out.
I
Hear
do-
me out. I need the
Here's-
next time she's like, I just want to succeed. It's a nat 20. Like it
No,
becomes
no,
that.
that's
Oh.
I have other tables. Just like I love the 10,001 because there's so much in there, but I'm like I can't.
You could have just rolled again on that one.
Yeah, but I'm like I want to like stick to what I rolled too because I'm like it's 284. We gotta honor it, right?
If you got the same result on that 10,000 table, would you have actually done that?
Maybe.
Fireball cast on herself. Kills like 30 students.
Incinerates and feathers.
Mara, you have a choice.
Interesting.
You. Here's your choice. Either you feel like something can be done we're gonna reflavor this a bit of divination. You get the feeling something's about to happen that can either be almost healing or something or something that could be vengeful. Neither one would be good or evil, but it's rather that something to be more like lawful, we could say, or something obviously chaotic and vengeful.
And vengeful, this would be directed, I'm assuming, at whoever did this to Brigitte.
Yes.
Here's the thing. A good person would do healing.
But
I'm a chaotic like her alignment is pure chaos. She's gonna do vengeful, especially because you said it didn't feel like evil or like super harmful. I'm like, chaotic vengeful is Mara.
Yeah.
Dump some honey on their heads. You're like,
Mara,
whatever.
Here we go. You are about to polymorph them into an animal of your choosing.
Yes!
Chicken.
Fish!
The only
No,
it
that's
says
evil.
the animal cannot be something that could kill. So you cannot do a fish or like a bird underwater, right? Like yeah, if the caster's not near water, right? Like that's kind of the thing is you can't just polymorph them to kill them right now. That's actually part of this wild magic.
Yeah, you're gonna die no matter what you do.
No,
They're now all
technically polymorph
badgers.
spells,
They are all
when
now
they drop
badgers.
to 0
As
points and they become
Brigitte,
normal.
within a moment, as you
Wait,
feel,
no, I should have made them chickens.
That's
Because
what
of the
I was
chickens,
thinking.
yeah.
Just make them chickens.
You, Brigitte, hold up your wand immediately as everything disappears. This finite stopping these incantations, you effortlessly boom, burn these signs through the sky until they become a glowing circle of light centered around behind you in the stands about 5 rows back, a group of 4 chickens.
I mean, what goes around comes around, mate.
Chickens wearing Slytherin scarves.
Oh my.
They're
Or
like
something oriental
Holy
time.
shit.
That was fantastic.
This was
Yeah.
supposed to be this like
Such good teamwork.
insane revenge plot for what you did, and instead
No,
they
you.
are now actual chickens.
And it wasn't just polymorph, it was true polymorph.
Okay, that's part of it. This is
So
just
do we know, were
polymorph.
we able to see who they were before they turned into chickens?
No, all you can see is there
But
are
we can tell the
exactly
You
size,
should
right?
take some
5
chickens to the hospital
chickens.
wing.
Oh, you said 4
Shouldn't
before.
you?
Did I say 4?
Yeah.
There should be 5.
But
Just
we
go up,
can tell who's
Right.
missing,
One,
right?
Four
no
spells
perfect
plus
Not
the
necessarily.
That's true, because with any damage on polymorph, they turn back. Slap them.
I'm not slapping them.
Don't
You could
They
just
stick
stick around them.
chickens.
slap a chicken.
Hannah,
Slap them.
Just wring its
Hannah,
neck.
you could just stick around them until they finally naturally turn back and then see who they are.
Yeah.
Or put them in a cage.
No!
When they turn back.
Please do.
No.
Slytherin thing to do.
War crimes! War crimes, everyone!
War
Yes,
crimes.
War
Guys,
crimes!
guys, we're 11. Please, not yet. Not until
Or
we're
at
at
least
least
I
at
was guarding
legal age.
Leviosa to the whole thing that Moody did. In the
You're just
pool.
gonna start bobbing. All these chickens, again, their heads like staying in place.
I think I
Mara,
would.
Oh no.
The other Hufflepuff
I will
girls
say, I
are
will-
all
when
giggling
I
their
hear
heads
about
off.
this, I will not get
You
involved
hear
with you and
Betty
Charles
is
anymore.
like, can we get in on this?
Go
Absolutely.
for it.
Woo! And so a bunch of bouncing, bobbing chickens with
I'm so
royalty
glad.
as these signs are like
Events?
finishing burning.
And big bouncing balls.
I'm
I'm
so
gonna,
glad I'm in the
flavor
hospital.
this. The word Brigitte is gone. It's just chickens, buck, buck, buck. Chickens, buck, buck, buck. Are what's left burning, and just slow burn.
I
as
kind of
these-
want to leave that and just so can I
Yes,
the
you
ice
can
one and,
immediately
incendiate,
stop your
yeah.
fireball incendio. You then just let these chickens bobble along in the
Hear
air.
me out. Yeah, they're like Braxton was saying. They're
I
just
like
like balls that are like
with
volleyball to other people
I'll
in
like
the
do a
crowd.
full stand up on my seat, like give a little bow, and basically pitch like my pranking services, and
Yes.
because
you
here's
have
the
an
thing,
all
Mara
over
is
money.
realizing Mara needs money for some of the stuff she wants to order, so she's like, I can do some stuff. I can prank people for money. When Leah wanted my help, I can charge people for that. I've got already some contraband that I can sell off to people who may not have been able to smuggle stuff in. So I want to mine my Hufflepuffs.
Mine, your
You start
Hufflepuff.
pitching the most
So much.
greatest showman. You as chickens are juggling. Chickens, buck, 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 up in the air. Man, I really wanted this, but all right, I think this is amazing.
That is pretty
Circling
good.
chickens, Brigitte, you are having so much fun. Just these chickens are doing
I can't wait until I
backflips.
can
They're
rewatch
bobbing up and down.
Oh my god.
Like,
At
you know
one
the
point-
natural 20 I got against Captain Hook?
Yeah.
So
I
good.
rewatch that every once in a while.
Just
They
a-
were so
You
good.
bobbing
Oh
the
my
chickens
goodness.
up and down on top of each other, flipping through circles. At one
Wow.
point, the other houses, other Gryffindor, these chickens are being zoomed around the pitch. Through the hoops.
So much
It's like if you've
They're
ever
like
been
waffles.
to a concert where beach balls are passed around, people are like, woo, yeah, because they're
Okay,
chickens.
okay guys, can you finally admit that you're all as terrible as I am, at least?
This is, I will actually say, this is
I have nothing to do
the
with this.
only one that technically did anything could be said to be Mara, and it was pure wild. This was out of her control.
I know,
and-
but the fact that they're enjoying this and participating.
oh, we can
in
enjoy it, but
afterwards-
they're not enacting upon it.
I'm just saying, they're just as awful as I am. They just
No,
know how.
no.
turning
we're
people
not.
trying to humiliate a fellow student by
That's not what I was
mocking
saying.
her in front of people by turning them into chickens
No, it's
versus
not.
drugging a student,
Drugging a
outing
child.
his emotional status before you're even into the first days of classes is a little dark in my
You
book.
guys, wow.
I gotta put it. It's this is actually pure vengeance of I'm sorry, you tried to absolutely humiliate Brigitte in front of the whole school, and because of this wild magic half goblin, totally Uno reverse kind of
I
wand.
told you my reasoning for why I did what I did.
I-
So my intentions
I
was
think
not
it's
as
great
dark.
reasoning, and yet you drug someone.
I'm just saying my
Right, but of
intentions
course,
was not as dark as y'all keep making me to be.
That is fair.
That's
is
right.
Thank
It's
you.
yes, it's
Thank
not
you.
as dark.
I am
It's just
satisfied
I
with
feel
that
like
much.
on
You
the
didn't mean
rungs
for it
there's
to be
levels.
dark,
Yeah.
but it turned out fairly
But
dark.
no,
It did. It
full
did.
these chickens, and the worst part because I can't even make a
That's
roll.
what
There's
we're,
no
kinda
way any of these professors
joking
honestly
about.
think that you people transfigure students because that's some pretty insane
For first
random
years, how
magic.
would we know? Oh, that's brilliant.
Well,
And so-
it's you just have these random things that just pop
Chicken-
out of you.
Yeah.
That's so much
Eventually,
How would they
the
know?
professors,
Oh, I
the
love it.
chickens, eventually make their way down, and you guys can keep all 5 of them, and they haven't changed back. These chickens, one of them just and just
Oh,
pukes.
that's probably
A couple of these chickens are head spinning, eyes are twirling wildly in their heads.
These poor kids.
And you guys just have 5
I
chickens
don't
afraid.
feel
Mara,
bad
you
for them at
pitch
all.
your services as prankster grandeur.
Extraordinaire.
The prankster extraordinaire.
Can this word somehow travel to
Word's gonna be traveling so freaking fast. You don't turn 5 students into chickens
No, hear me
on
out.
a
I
whim,
want George to hear this
juggle
out,
them through
and
a
then in the
Quidditch
future
game.
take her in as an apprentice.
This is
that right?
This is gonna go down. The best pregame ever in Quidditch history is when they
Wow.
juggled chickens around the pitch. And everyone, like the wave or beach ball, is just woo, my turn with the chicken! And just until someone else says, no, I want the chicken.
Every game after this, people are gonna come to the pitch wearing
They're
chicken
gonna
hats.
expect
and,
chickens. Pregame, man. Pregame chickens.
It's because- or it's gonna be that remember in our 3rd year with the chickens?
Yeah,
Yeah,
You're
right.
gonna be
No.
pregame fried chicken,
There's gonna be short.
She-
I will say though, after a while, eventually the only reason the Quidditch is the referee Oliver Wood eventually just like kind of just gently groups them and they get passed back to you guys and not like, all right, put your pets away, like, don't bring them out. These chickens are still balking. They're saying,
They're
and
sitting in a row, right?
Yeah.
you guys, all your chickens are in a row. What are you guys doing with them?
I mean, we'll be nice to them now. We're not gonna abuse them or anything.
but be careful. Don't count your eggs before they hatch.
Hear me out. If you have any like leftover
The
bread
what?
from breakfast,
Oh, the
you kind
fire
of just,
spell?
You should
I'm
just
not gonna
roast the
roast them.
chickens.
Oh
That's
my
murder.
God.
hey, maybe that's murder.
Cool idea. Still murder though.
Cool idea.
I just like, okay, this might be a little evil, but could I freeze their feet to the floor that way they don't walk
Okay,
around?
guys.
No, here's what
Well,
I'm gonna
just because
say.
she wants them to be there when they
Glacio, you fall.
That is a little.
As you freeze, like just ice encroach you, immediately, of course, the polymorph will end, but their feet are frozen in blocks of ice to the stands. As each of them, feathers being coughed out of throats, in the middle of them is Charles. With you also see Carrie, Dane, Elliot, and Leslie, the other Slytherin boys.
I
Okay,
knew
I'm gonna
Paul
get
was
out my
awful.
wand. Like, you've just saw what I can do, and I just saw what you can do, but guess what? I'm more horrible than you are. So, I will never, ever, ever be turned into a chicken again. Do you understand? I know where you sleep.
I want you to give me an intimidation with advantage. That was.
I know what you say.
That's a terrifying. This right. I know where you sleep.
The fact is that she probably doesn't.
Charles
Hey,
is
what's the
somehow
new- and
more
I know.
into Brigitte after this.
15 plus.
This is a
But God.
Christmas.
My boy is a
15 plus 2, so 17.
He's a baby.
That's pretty good.
17. All of them. Charles will not look up, but he looks just pissed.
You look at me in the eyes, Charles.
He looks up.
You are the worst of them all.
Oh.
Don't do that! Rushed him!
You see, he flipendos his like ice encrusted feet and just storms off. The other four boys each give that advantage, just like,
A little heartbreaker.
yes ma'am, no, yes ma'am, right ma'am. They all like, some of them yanking their feet, some of them like rubbing the feet. Eventually, all the ice is gone. They all leave.
Oh my gosh! That was so mean!
You have
Any future
created
you possibly
resentment.
had with
Yeah.
getting with him may be gone. You're welcome.
Yo.
I was just like, I just want a little crush for Brigitte, and it's
I gave some fun people for y'all, and look what's happening.
Wait, well,
You dropped him day 3. Sorry, again, it's not a bad person. It's just so funny to me that like day 3, the initial gut reaction is, well, let's find out by drugging him. Let's just do a little mind
Yeah,
magic.
But you have
Brigitte
created
is a lot
the next Dark
scarier
Lord.
than I thought she would be. Like, I just wanted
Sorry,
to
I know
see
people are.
you were gonna
Mine's
be
Tell
more
yourself.
for after, but did you see?
Yes,
Yeah.
you're
that'd be
fine.
good.
I think
Don't
that's
mess with
hilarious.
French.
Boys,
Maybe wussies.
we are now cutting
If
into
more.
the
But we put
Gryffindor locker room.
I make sure they were up in time, ready to go.
Yes, like, well, Graham actually got real sleep because Graham, it's that like, oh, maybe they're just out chill. We'll see how Graham feels, but Graham actually would have gotten a full night's rest. You know, he goes to the slug club, parties hard, and wakes up. All of you are in, and you are sitting there in the classroom. What you're noticing first, or in the locker room, Rose is there along with Lila, the third-year chaser. Clay is sitting next to Tate. You see he is, like, taping up, like, the handle of his bat, like, making sure it's sticky, like, you know, just that, like, a classic make sure it's sticky. As Rose just... Right, everyone? First game of the season. We've been training hard, and we've got an unbeatable team. Amazing chasers, great keeper, good beaters, and a seeker who's really coming into it. We can do this. Stick to our goals, stick to your positions, and whatever you do, please just don't foul us out. If you gotta cheat, at least try for Merlin's beard to not get caught. But don't.
That's the Weasley in her coming out.
Just
The
try.
realism and just that. This is the lowest possible bar, guys.
As you all blink, either a little bleary or just like stretching, warming up.
I don't know about you guys, I'm fine.
Yeah, feeling great. I could hear pleasure all the way through the poop.
Did you sleep at all?
The poop in his
Wait.
shoes.
Yeah,
Okay.
but like, you know, I had a completely normal night's rest.
I don't.
Tate's gonna bombard you.
Sorry, man.
Tate
I don't-
deserves this.
terrifying.
Tate has been through a lot.
Take-
It's terrifying.
Just catch the snitch, mate. Just catch
I
it.
will do what I can.
Catch it, I'll hit
I-
you. Okay.
Just destroyed this boy.
This boy.
To be honest, you deserved it.
You
Not that
you ripped out
much.
his heart and then curb stomped that
Yes.
And froze it to the stand floor.
Yes.
You turned his heart into a chicken and
And
froze
you
it.
enjoyed what you did.
Yeah,
It's
I
pretty
did.
funny.
Really
It's-
was.
I think we can all agree it's pretty funny. But
Honestly,
James,
I was
all of you are
kinda
getting ready.
horrified.
There's a reason why I teach first grade.
I have to
Sometimes
try
you
to
have
remember
push
something real
yourself
quick.
a little bit.
What was that?
Okay.
James, as you are getting ready,
And I cry, and then
I will say, part of you cannot help but ever so often look over because not too far away from the lockers is where you know the door is. And I will even say you saw it on your way to the match.
And again, when Max wandered back out onto the Quidditch field.
That is very
And
interesting.
like I said, you put those memories together of when Mara found Max and you were close by to see that. And now thinking back,
He was walking from that direction.
you can almost, you know he had to have been coming from there.
But I can remember being in there.
Yeah, you remember everything being in there.
Someone obliviated him.
Yeah.
Or he just didn't realize that so much time had passed.
But also, he
You
didn't.
can give me an insight check if you'd be so kind, because
Really
I think
quick,
that's
just in case
important
Nick forgot,
stuff.
what he remembers is a professor. He doesn't remember who like grabbed his shoulder from behind, and the next thing he knew, he was on the Quidditch pitch. That
So
is
that
all
means
he
there
remembers.
has to be a door somewhere in the castle from Hufflepuff
You said
Dormitory
insight?
to Defense Against the Dark.
Not Hufflepuff dormitory because it was when we were in the one room for
11.
DADA, and
11.
they found out, oh, we have to go to a different room for DADA.
Right,
You
so
get a
for
feeling
someone's
it's
team
like,
there.
yeah, he somehow found his way in, came out in the Quidditch pitch, just too much time so something's not adding up.
Okay.
And as you're thinking about it, I do need to say, because you entered into a bit of a contract, are you doing anything before the game today?
I was gonna go put in some money.
Can I hand him 2 galleons to put in for me?
Yes, on what? Yeah.
Whatever you think's the safe bet.
Safe ones.
The safe bet. Would you like to know the official bookings?
Yes.
Today's match, the
Well, I guess
safe
for
bet.
us. For us. Put it in on us.
Put it on.
Put it on
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor.
Okay.
You bet against yourselves. and
That was
throw
like-
the match.
That'd be
No,
hilarious.
because James Potter would actually warn you, just
That's
like,
what
hey, if I
actual
see any
athletes
sort of
do
throwing,
sometimes, so.
someone's gonna end up with a lot worse than a jinx in the head.
Oh, yes, yes.
All right, I
I
like
think
it.
it would be benefit both of us for me to play hard.
Yes, it would. Now,
Why
let
is
me
your
tell you,
child terrifying?
today's official game, Gryffindor
He's
v
cursed.
Slytherin.
He's
Now,
cursed child.
you are all
Oh
a
my
bunch
gosh.
of snarky, uplifting underdog first-year Gryffindors. Doesn't take away from the fact that there are 4 of you playing against a Slytherin team that have all been playing at least for 3 years, if not longer.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Right now, there is an 8-1 on Slytherin.
Okay. Well, these two are going in for my buddy.
Oh, excuse me, 8-1 for Gryffindor, a 2-1 for Slytherin. Easy
Okay.
bets.
Cool. Well, these two are going in for my buddy.
Alrighty, marking it down. What's his name?
Just go with
Yeah.
Pine.
I trust him, so
Alright.
yeah, I'll say Cody.
Like,
All
This
right.
is for Cody.
Mark
That's
down.
exactly what Cody would say.
And I'll put,
But I just love like that look that it gave you like.
I'm not planning on throwing it, but I'll put 2 down for Slytherin and 8 down for Gryffindor.
Ah, hedging your bets, I see.
Yes.
Smart play, smart play. Now, would you like to make it a bit more interesting?
How so?
Now, I've seen some good plays in my time. I'll have you know, I personally know Victor Crumb, so... How about this? If you, Mr. James,
Yes.
can save 3 goals properly in a row, as in one after the other, each one you are able to save and call correctly, not just getting lucky, I will in fact give you 5 galleons.
And if I can't?
If you can't, I think you owe me 10 galleons.
Last game there were only 3 shots in total for one of the teams.
That's fair, but you have to remember that Seeker was pretty smart on her feet. She was able to get up there and find it, I would say, a bit almost too quickly, if you catch my drift.
Say you? Who?
Mars.
Yeah.
Mars.
And I can't help but notice that you
Mars
put
is it?
20 galleons down for Hufflepuff to win. The Ravenclaw Seeker finds its niche almost within a minute of the game. I get a great influx of cash, not bad, and then suddenly you really want to be my bookie. Now, I'm not suggesting anything here, Mr. James, but I want to be fair. If you can save 3 goals in a row properly, 5 galleons. If not, 10 galleons. But if you can, in fact, save 3 goals, and, you know, if somehow any of those Slytherins, if I see anything too crazy, we might have to have some words later.
I'm so
He thinks that maybe James is.
confused. Playing, working with the other teams.
Yeah, I
Yes,
guess.
you're
Like,
working
he
with other
lost money.
teams
Right.
Sounds like a deal.
to make an in with.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter if he
We
loses
got
money.
deal.
He wants to try. He thinks he's
And then,
wriggling his way to
As
the
I'm
top.
leaving, I might suggest the idea. As the scorekeeper, I'm not suggesting any cheating or anything. I don't want that to happen. But is there any way that you could show some encouragement for some of my team members? Some of them are pretty tired this morning, and so I want to make sure that we're starting on equal footing. Just extra encouragement, really.
Should have gone to bed a night's sleep then, James. See you on the pitch.
Fair enough.
And with that, he's going to walk away. And as we see you cutting back to now kind of already hovering on your broom at the goalpost, seeing James in the box, seeing your teammates, seeing everything.
I'm about to make
Again,
16
you
galleons.
can't help but look over on your broom up in the air and swear you see someone entering through that door.
I think I see someone walking in. Can I make a perception?
That's where we're going to end tonight's
Oh.
session.
No!
Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Tune in next time, of course. We're super excited. We love you. Get some sleep and be safe.
Night.